Different lessons, same fight for the mind. Couch conversations cut deeper than pride. No filters here, nothing to hide. We question the past, we challenge the now. Trying to figure out the why and the how. Different views, but the same pursuit.
Yeah. Deep-rooted conversations. Real talk, real roots, real loves. Souls, soft rain. No middleman between the truth. I can see it in your eyes, you got it. Pain got your heart moving cautious. Different worlds, but the same kind of scars hit. Different roads, but somehow we still crossed it. Yeah. Mad cause the world never listen right. Mad cause your truth always turn to fights. But every time you speak, I hit a hurt inside. And every time I talk, I'm trying to heal the divide. Oh. All the talks we done had, all the perspectives we shared. Now we trying to understand why nobody cared about the roots underneath us. The pressure that shaped us, the trauma that raised us, and the systems that framed us. You say the way I move change you, the way I think made you. Question every narrative they gave you, and the voice in your speaker right now. That's truth, that's growth, that's pain, breaking loose. And maybe we both been faded, trying to numb all the things we never stated. But tonight we confront it, no running, no hiding behind pride when the discussion gets ugly. Take a seat with me, have a deep talk with me, bring your truth with me, grow the roots with me, same soil differently. Okay, look, I'm honest, I know perspectives can divide us. One side calling it love, one side calling it survival. You say I changed cause I think bigger now. I say pain forced me to figure it out. The city we from taught silence and ego. Men taught toughness, women taught defense mode. And everybody got opinions in the background, friends in your ear every time we sit down. Social media twisting every image around till nobody know what real love sound like now. I can tell you been carrying weight all year, trying to smile while fighting fear, trying to hold together with trauma to apart, trying to protect your peace but still guard your heart. And it's the conversation they hate when they hear it, cause youth don't care about comfort or appearance. Sometimes healing starts with uncomfortable sentences, and growth begins where accountability enters in. Take a seat with me, have a deep talk with me, bring your truth with me, grow the roots with me, same soil differently. Understand and reach you, make wisdom teach you, may truth complete you, and may grace meet you where pain used to be. Cause we all got roots, we all got stories. Different pain, same humanity, same soil. Different roots, still searching for truth, still learning each other.
I like that one too.
Yeah, you know.
I've been in the studio, y'all. You've been in the studio.
Producer souls, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. If you're just now tapping in, you already know the vibes. You are locked in with I got the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Welcome to Same Soil, Different Roots. I'm your girl, Soft Rain, and tonight I am joined by souls. We have some amazing content to bring y'all tonight, some amazing conversation. Welcome in. If this is your first time here, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share it. Welcome to Same Soil, Different Roots. What you got for us tonight, souls?
Man, we got a great show to unpack tonight. So for y'all, for all the new people who are joining us tonight, shout out to Jen already in the chat. Shout out to Taylor already in the chat. Thank you all for who are already here. Just let y'all know this is different. This is different from No Middleman. This is different from Rewind. This is different from all the other shows that you might see us do. This is something that myself and Soft Rain have been talking about for pretty much since we started No Middleman, was trying to start talk more about interracial relationships, other things that are going on in the world, and just breaking it down from a different way. So that's what we're here to do tonight. We are on episode 2 of our new show. As y'all can see by the thumbnail and by the title, it says manipulation or preference. We're going to be talking about Jamie Foxx, supposedly Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And then we're going to also be talking about a little bit about, the white women coaching these young girls, how to get black athletes. Is it true? We don't know, but we are going to bring it to y'all tonight. But before we get started, man, we got something. This is an adult show, adult vibes. You got to bring it to the forefront. We got our drinks tonight. We start off every show with the one and only. We call it an icebreaker, but we call it No Chaser. So here we have No Chaser. On No Chaser, it's our adult version of an icebreaker. You don't even got to talk during this game. All you have to do is take a sip. It's almost like I would say red flag, green flag, that type of thing. Yes or no. Rain is going to spin the wheel. And when she spins the wheel, we're going to take a sip if it's a yes, whatever your beverage of choice is, juice, alcohol, whatever it may be. And then we'll go from there. I think we did 4 the first night, so we'll go ahead and do another 4 tonight. Okay. Let me bring up a different image. Let's see which one we like. Let's see. That makes it that way. Let's see here. So let's try this. Let's try this view. We'll do this view tonight. Yeah.
All right. Let's spin this wheel. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait. If somebody moves too fast emotionally, is that a red flag? If somebody moves too fast emotionally, is that a red flag?
That sip says yes.
So you took 2 sips on that one.
Yeah.
What's behind that?
That's a good one.
What's your thoughts behind that?
It kind of goes back to what we broke down last night about dating.
Okay.
Like, I think people can have physical attraction. I think there could be things that you desire about a person because, everybody can talk a good game, right? Everybody could present a good representative when you first meet them. So a lot of times you can get drawn in by that. But I feel like if you start getting emotionally attached too soon, that is a red flag because do you treat everybody this way? Do you fall in love with everybody this quickly? Like, what makes me so different? And that could be a red flag for myself. That could be some bad way to think. But, when you hit 40, and if we're dating people our age and up, we know what love should feel like. I don't think love exists. But for y'all who do think it exists, y'all know what it should feel like. Y'all know what you should be partaking in. So that's my thought.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is a red flag. Especially, I think when somebody deals with limerence too. That's something we can get in one night. Let's spin it again and go ahead and see what this next one is. Oh, man. Is posting your relationship online a red flag? Is posting your relationship online a red flag?
My heart wants to say yes, but I also feel like it's really not. It might not be my preference, but I don't think it's a red flag because we do see successful relationships that are on social media and we see some negative ones. So it's like a 50-50 thing. So I won't take a sip to that just to call it a red flag, but I will call it a red flag if a person is so focused on your social media, like, again, those early phases, like, why is all that so prevalent? Why you need to be friends today? We just met yesterday. Like, what? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Yeah, I agree. It's not necessarily a red flag because you do see some successful stuff on some platforms or whatnot. But you don't see the downs either, you know. So, but yeah, I don't think it's too. It could be, but then again, it could, you know. So, hey Tez, welcome in, Tez. Appreciate you being here. All right, you ready for the next one?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's roll. Let's see what we got this time. Is having opposite sex best friends while in a relationship a problem? Is having opposite sex best friends while in a relationship a problem?
Oh, I almost read that wrong. Okay. I read that totally wrong. Is having opposite sex best friends?
Wow. I'm gonna say no.
That's a hard one.
As long as they're best friend, know their boundary. I mean, they're friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, they're friends. They don't engage in like any intimacy or sexual encounters.
I think that's the question you have to ask, though, Rain. Have y'all ever been
intimate
or intimate?
Yes.
Hey, Jen came in there.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Sko? What's up, Sko? What's up,
Sko? Welcome in, Sko.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna do one. So. Yeah, she said yes. Having opposite sex. Yes. I think it's the word best. It might be the best that everybody's hung up on. Mm. That's great. Okay. Do one more. Sko just came in the room. Yeah.
Let's do one more. Let's see. Is protecting your peace becoming an excuse for avoiding accountability? Is protecting your peace becoming an excuse for avoiding accountability? I would say no.
I said yes.
What's your reason for saying yes?
Is protecting your peace. I think that's a easy way for people to slide out of, because it's a contradiction, right? It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction to what everybody's been preaching, right? Stick through the tough times. Well, how do you stick through the tough times if you slide out because you want to protect your peace? You know what I mean? I think I say yes because I'm all about words and verbiage and how people use things. Protecting your peace becoming it is. Yeah. People will fall back instead of actually handling. Or I feel like this: if you're going to protect your peace, right, you need to have the adult conversation before exiting.
Okay.
Have the accountability talk, and then exit if you're going to protect your peace. But don't use that as your exit strategy. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
so technically yes and no.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay, I got you.
But what you was for to say? You was for to say something with it though.
No, I think no. I mean, I think protecting your peace is yes, as long as you do it the correct way.
Yeah.
Family Guy said yes. Protect your peace.
Oh, what's up, Family Guy? You in this thing?
Hey, Tez.
Jen said, April, you are too trusting.
I'm too trusting.
Ted said, sometimes it doesn't matter. The person matters. So Ted, this is why we needed you, man. We need these thought-provoking. Sko said, I see y'all was on time tonight. Oh, yeah. My bad. Sko said he come in late now because we be late. Yeah. We got you, Sko. We on time tonight. Miles said, good evening. What's up, Miles? What's up, Miles? We got the wrenches on deck. Thank y'all for being here. If y'all can, thank you, Jen, for being on the vertical. We appreciate y'all. Ted said, nah. Let's see here. What is it? He said, my boy Tess was good, bro. He said, it can be used. Okay, so he kind of in the same boat I'm in. It's like a 50-50, but I think it's all about how you present it. It's all about how you presented it. So What's up, family of God? Appreciate you last night too, brother, man. Good chat last night. We got a good show for you tonight. I think you're gonna like this show today. We hit some different areas today. What's up? Into Deep is in the building. What's good? Into Deep. Great. Great. I don't know if you call those shorts or an actual reaction Into Deep, but great reaction video.
Those were good.
Yeah. Yep. I appreciate you always having us in the background on the screen. I appreciate it. Miles said, I don't think so. Peace is priority. Okay. All right, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all coming in on our adult icebreaker for the night. We call it No Chaser. All right. So as we go into the show tonight, man, we got 3 segments that we do every night for all those who are new here. We got 3 segments that we do. The first one that we're going to be doing tonight is called Culture Under Fire. Then after that, we have The Divide, and then we have Pressure Points. Pressure Point is going to be our main topics of the night. We got 4 pressure points for y'all tonight. It's going to be a heavy pressure point segment tonight. I'm really intrigued to hear what Rain's going to say during these segments, because this is where she could be in her bag. So we're going to be talking about a lot. He said it's shorts from Viz. Okay, cool, man. But I like it. So we're going to move into our first topic of the night in Culture Under Fire. So in our first topic tonight, I'm going to take the comments down there. With our first topic tonight, we're going to be talking about Culture Under Fire. The NAACP calls for a boycott. Were you able to see both of these, Rain?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wanted to pick the one that was a little bit more subtle. I felt like Jason Whitlock came in too hard. It wasn't like it was going to be too much. So I wanted to really have the I really wanted to have the conversation. So tonight we're going to be moving over to Disturbing the Peace. If y'all haven't watched this gentleman's show, a great show. Him and his wife both do topics on this show. They both have like their own little segments that they do throughout the day and stuff and throughout the week. Great show, but he's actually a pastor as well. So we're going to be talking about what's going on with Derek Johnson calls out black athletes, majority in the South, so the SEC. So we're going to be talking about the NAACP calling for a boycott. So we're going to talk about that first tonight. Here we go.
The NAACP president, Derek Johnson, a black man, is threatening now to withhold black athletes. At a CBC press conference opposing the SCORE Act, Derek Johnson, president of the NAACP, called on high school athletes not to attend state-funded schools in states that have moved to minimize black voting rights. Take a look at this clip right here.
In this moment when black representation is under attack, it is important for the CBC to keep in their tradition of being the moral of the Congress, but the moral of conscience of this country. No representation, no revenue, no one black should be on a playing field of institutions that's living off of our labor, and yet in states that are seeking to reinstitute a sharecropping reality. It is not the responsibility of Black America to hold individuals who should know better accountable for doing better. As soon as the United States Congress stand united to ensure our Constitution represent all of us, we will be a better nation as a result. NAACP this morning, in solidarity with the CBC, we are calling on athletes who are coming out of high school not to attend any state-funded schools of states that have moved to minimize our right to vote, to minimize our ability to elect candidates of our choice, and states that are seeking to create a sharecropping reality. Whether that state be Missouri or Mississippi, whether that state is South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, or Florida. 55% of all African Americans live in the former Confederate South. But the 55% of us who live in the former Confederate South, we will not tolerate a Confederate mentality on our labor, on our ability to contribute, and our ability to have representation. In this moment, our democracy is in crisis. This is not about partisanship. This is about true representation. And for the NAACP, we will fight with all we have in solidarity with the Congressional Black Caucus to ensure that we have representation, or if we don't, we will withhold the talent that play on the football field or on the basketball court, be them men or female, in this moment.
So you have it there. That's what he had to say. He wants our young African-American high school boys who are possibly 5-star athletes, D1 prospects, about to get their mama out of the hood and make $1 million in the NIL deal. He wants them to boycott these schools. Sounds like he wants them to go to HBCUs, possibly. What is your thoughts about this, Rain?
Two things can be true at the same time. We know that these young athletes bring money, culture, power, visibility to some PWIs and to the HBCUs. And we know that we value all of that's going on, okay? But what I struggled with this was you're expecting 17, 18, 19-year-olds to carry the weight of this political fight. How can you ask some of these athletes who are just now turning of age to vote to change their life trajectory over this for political stuff? It's not, you can't do that. And my thing is, where are the grown folk at? You're asking these young kids to do this. Where are the grown folk at? What are they doing? Prime example, we just had these elections Tuesday, right? And I got this right here. My hometown. You want to do something. You want to make a change. You want something to happen. You can't do it unless you get out there and make it happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sitting at home not voting is not going to make things happen. Out of the 140,000 registered voters in my hometown. You want to know how many came out in the early voting?
20,000.
11. Oh. Total altogether? You want to know total altogether between early voting and the day of?
Yeah.
20.
Oh, man.
Out of 140,000 people. So how can you expect change if you're not doing anything about it? If you're not voicing your opinion with your vote? And how can you expect these young athletes to say, oh, I'm not going to do that, because they're doing this gerrymandering? You can't. If these young athletes, they have a chance to make something better of themselves, you cannot put that weight on them to make this change. You can't do that. That's the expectations are overloaded. What are you doing, Mr. NAACP president? Where have you been? What are you doing?
Thank you, Rain. Thank you, Rain. Rain was able to elegantly talk about that without putting the black word in it. I'm going to put the black word in there. So there's a lot in here, right? Because I think it's kind of what Rain said, right? Two things can be true. It could sound great. Mm-hmm. But I have a question for everybody in the chat, everybody who's going to watch this on a replay. Why do we always have to sacrifice for our culture who failed to make the right decisions hundreds of years ago? We had something called a Negro League. We had things like the Black Wall Street. Like, we had all these things. We had all these moments and these buttons in these areas and things of that nature. But now you want somebody to sacrifice possibly getting their family. Because that's what you're asking them to do. You're asking them to take money out of their pockets, take food out of their mouths, take a roof from over their head. Like, and I see shout out for N2D. He was talking about the sit-in and school boycotts. The average age shifted dramatically younger. High schoolers and college students typically between, which that's great. but those people had nothing to lose. I think that's what makes this so eye-popping. And
yes,
you're asking a young man, a young black man, who all his life, his mom, most of them, y'all, we do the stats, right? Most of these young men coming out of a single parent home. You asking that mom who sacrificed for 18 years of her son's life, who now gets a scholarship, might get a sponsorship from New Balance or Adidas. You want them to take millions off the table for a cause like this? Something that our great-grandparents and great-great-great-great-parents should have already fought for? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy work. And it's so crazy to me that we think it's okay to tell people to sacrifice when we all don't agree on the same thing. We all look alike, but we all don't agree on the same things. This gentleman, these people here on this stage that's on this YouTube, they're all black conservatives. They're not agreeing with what you're saying. Just like the Democrats aren't agreeing with the conservatives. So you want a culture that is discombobulated, going against each other. You want them now to stand together and lose everything? You got to make it make sense for me. You got to make it make sense for me. Like, you're asking someone to give up everything they did. Y'all should have did this when Dion was at y'all should do this when Dion was at Jackson State, when his kids were getting their stuff robbed out of locker rooms and stuff. This is the issue. This is the issue. We don't talk about when Dion talked about how the money was being stolen from Jackson State. All those millions he brought to the program. He said none of the money was going back to the program. They had to pay out of their pockets to get kids hotels because the water wasn't drinkable in Mississippi for those years. See, we forget about all that. We forget about things that we neglected, and then we want to come out with this. How did y'all even sit in a room and think about this? And you're saying sacrifice the youth, because they're still youth. You're talking about sacrifice the youth. Why don't you go ask those black boys that already got millions in their pocket at LSU, Alabama, Auburn? Oh, you know what? I got a better yet. How about y'all go ask Cam Newton? Since he seems to be the black Superman. Go ask Cam Newton. Y'all, this is crazy. We got to stop this. And this happened because of Pastor Jamal Bryant. When everybody started boycotting Target and all that stuff. See, once you show people that you're willing to follow and listen, and they're going to start asking you everything. That's why you can't, what they say, you give them an inch, they take a mile. That's what the NAACP doing right now. Crazy, man. That's crazy work, dog. Crazy work. That upset me when I first heard it. I was like,
yeah.
What?
That's what, when I watched both, Jason and this one too, I was like, what?
I didn't like Jason's and them approach to it.
Yeah.
I like their approach to it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to challenge it, yes, but don't put that burden on these young folks who got a whole future ahead of them. Don't change their trajectory. They're in the process of living their best years of their life. Don't ask them to make those sacrifices.
Or can you promise that you could provide them with what they're finna miss? If mama and son finna miss out on $3 million, can you give me $3 million? I'll go play at a HBCU for you at Grambling or whatever.
Yeah.
So, or just ask the HBCUs to boycott. Take college sports out of HBCUs.
They're not gonna have that.
Miles said this is a great point, but forces the young athletes to grow up quickly. Mm-hmm. That's a problem. He said that's a lot for teenagers. You're right, Rain. Yeah.
It is.
What's up, Racehead? What's up, Racehead? Good to see you, man. He said, right. A band of sold out boulets asking young bloods to sacrifice his life. Crazy work, Racehead. Crazy work, bro. Only we will ask this to our own people, though. N2D said, this is most of our people really don't care about the system. I'm waiting for the grid to go down, though. Hey, wait, what you say, N2D? You wait for it all to crash. N2D said, he said, wait for it to crash. What's up, Plug? What's up, Plug? Welcome in, big dog. He said, heck yeah. He said that was getting hit like crazy at Jackson State. Yeah, they were taking everything from them young men. Everything. What's up there? Racehead said this is a play to stop all young black athletes from getting NIL deals. They changed the game. So yeah. Hey, trust me, I get it. We're asking them to have the ultimate sacrifice. That's crazy work. And you went at the youth. That's crazy, dog. N2D said you are also talking about an organization that had trademarked Dr. Bryant as the president of one of the Yep, you're right. What? Yeah. Hey, see, In Too Deep, she don't be watching your stuff. Yeah. In Too Deep sent that over to us. Thank you, In Too Deep. Yeah, she told on herself, In Too Deep. Don't worry about it. He took us.
I did. I was at work when those were sent over.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing.
Plus said, nah, make the government who extorted us every day. Yeah. N2D said, I'm for the boycott, though. ASU is looking for great athletes. So N2D said boycott the South, but you can come to the West. That's what he's saying. That's what I see. I see what you say, N2D. He said HBCUs boycotting won't be enough to steal. Yeah. He said, has Coach Prime spoke on it? I can't wait to hear it. He won't speak on it. And if y'all haven't noticed, they don't ask Coach Prime about black activities. Y'all haven't noticed that? You go show me an interview where anybody had asked Coach Prime about anything that has happened in the black community. And it's probably because he likes his women a little Japanese mixed with a little, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. He like his women a little different. You know what I mean? One of the wives black, but other than that, he got him a little Kevin Hart wife, girlfriend. So, but yeah, good segment. You got anything else for this culture under fire tonight, Rain?
If y'all are registered to vote, get out there and vote. Period.
I agree with that.
The jobs let you go. My job let me go early on Tuesday. They let you either come in late, go early, go in lunch break or whatever. They're required to. So go out and vote.
He said, hold on now. No Coach Prime. No, we ain't slandering. I'm just telling you what he like. Hey, I ain't got no type. Coach Prime got a type. He said, oh, you talking about them Blazers. Yeah, Coach. Yeah, and we own it.
Carucci.
Yeah, Carucci. He said NCAA is basically a plantation anyway. It is. It is, Miles. It is. And it's sad that our people want our people to sacrifice everything for a plan that ain't gonna pan out. It's crazy work. And like Rain just said, if you don't get out and vote, it don't matter if they rezoning anyway. You ain't voting. So it don't matter. So, and then I'm gonna tell you what the rezoning to do before we get off this culture under fire. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Plug said something the other night I don't think a lot of people paid attention to. But a lot of times black people are moving out of their neighborhoods, right? And moving into better neighborhoods. The rezoning should force those positive black figures to move back into those zones. So now they can run for office. And that's what we got to, we need to stop looking at everything as a barrier and just saying, you know what, I'm going to leap over that and I'm going to go around what you're trying to block. We fight the barrier. Don't fight the barrier. Be the person that opposes it. Just go around it. You can go back in those neighborhoods, man, and vote and lead people into voting. Go into those hard neighborhoods that a lot of people don't vote in. Mm-hmm. He said, man, I do the mail-in ballots. I hope mine get sabotaged. He said, I'm in a white neighborhood anyway. Rezone all you want. Yeah. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Great conversation. Great first subject. And that was the culture under fire. All right, man. As we speak about the culture, there's somebody who's been shifting the atmosphere in the culture for a while. She's been on a trend. She's been trending upward. She has not dropped. Her trends have gone upward even after we figured out that she lied. She went even higher. So you guys know who we're about to talk about on our next segment, The Divide. So we're going to be moving on to the divide here. Dr. Umar addresses the claims that Cheyenne Bryant is not possibly a real doctor. So we're going to see what Dr. Umar had to say. Dr. Umar Umfai, whatever he may be saying his name is. We're going to be talking about Cheyenne Bryant here. She's been trending, and you know, he had so much to say about the roast. Let's see what he has to say about his black sister. So let's see.
Cheyenne Bryant, she getting a lot of backlash right now. How you feel about that, man?
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Let me speak to my sister. Let me speak to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And yes, I'm going to call her doctor. I am. She says she is. That's enough for me. Now, let me state for the record, Art, I have a doctorate, a real one. Okay? I'm not saying nobody else don't. I'm saying what I got. I went to an American Psychological Association accredited doctoral training program. I am a doctor of psychology and clinical psychology. I will repeat, I am a doctor of psychology and clinical psychology. I am also a certified school psychologist. I also have 3 master's degrees in the field of psychology, clinical, school, and general. Now, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has exploded into social media space. Her career has really taken off since I first learned of her around the time of my last Nick Cannon interview approximately 2 years ago. I have followed her here and there. She is a stunningly beautiful woman, and she also claims to have her doctorate in psychology. She claims that she went to Argosy University, and I'm not doubting nothing she says because I have no reason to. The school closed down. She has some issues with the transcript, the degree, whatever the case may be. She has a book out now. It's a best-selling book, Art, and it's doing very well. She's being interviewed. She's been on Shannon Sharp. She's been on Nick Cannon. She's been on Cam Newton. She's been on Joe Button, right? She's a big name amongst the sisters. She goes on the Breakfast Club, and they ask her about her degrees, and she explains about what happened with the school. I don't know the details. I don't care. People start to roast her and attack her, claiming she's fraud. She then goes on Joe Button. Shout out to them. I didn't see the interview, Art, but allegedly they say Joe Button and them asked her some really good questions that left more unanswered than answered. For the past 2 weeks, Art, she has been the butt of everybody's internet joke. Here's what I'm going to say. And other doctors of psychology don't agree. Cheyenne Bryant having or not having a doctorate does nothing to my doctorate, Art. It does nothing to my career. It does nothing to my profession. I don't have a need to investigate her. I don't have a need to slander her, to belittle her, to malign her, to assault her. I don't have no need to do anything against that Black woman because she hasn't hurt anybody. She is a life coach, Art, and you don't have to be certified or have a doctorate or a license to be a life coach. She ain't misdiagnosed nobody. She ain't done no clinical work without a license. I haven't seen any wrongdoing from Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. So what do I think is going on here, Art? I believe that Black women, I'm going to call the kettle black, some men too, but mostly Black women are attacking her out of jealousy.
I'm going to give Dr. Umar a head clap because everybody needs a Dr. Umar in their corner. I'm telling you right now, I got one. His name Plug. Because y'all seen Plug was on trial last night, and Plug stood up. He stood up for the foolishness. So you got to get you a Plug, or you got to get you, he stood up for David Banner. Hey, you got to get you a Plug in your corner or a Dr. Umar. That man said, I don't care if she has it or not. She says she has it, and that's all that matters. When did word become truth? What you got, Ray? What you got? Make sure you seek Jesus too. Thank you, Kobe President. We love Jesus over here. You muted.
My thing is, if you are portraying yourself as somebody and you don't have the credentials lined up to be that person, then you shouldn't be preaching that you are this person with this doctorate, because you're giving false representation of yourself. If I have a doctorate, hey y'all, this is my doctorate. I worked hard for this. This piece of paper right here.
The easiest thing to go get, all right?
Y'all see this piece of paper? It say Dr. April here. Here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my doctorate? I worked hard for this. But she is like, I ain't got nothing to prove, y'all. Yes, you do, because if you present yourself in a way that you're okay, I'm a doctor of gynecology. And I'm in here, I'm looking at this all day long, but I can't prove that, I'm this doctor of gynecology. Are you going to let me work on your pom-pom? No, you're not. If you are a certified full-fledged life coach, be proud of who you are. If you got licenses to be a life coach, a therapist, or whatever, a counselor, whatever you may be proud of who you are. If you don't have a doctorate, you just don't have a doctorate. And I think she comes under fire too, because of the people who do have their degrees and do have their education, because it's like slapping them in the face, like, oh, it don't matter, you can still you putting out this false information about how you can bill somebody for these medical issues or these medical services, but you don't even have a doctorate to show that you can bill for these medical services. And you're messing with people's mental too. They're coming to you to seek mental advice and health, help for their mental. But if you're just a life coach, then that's what you are. Be great at who you really are. If you're a certified counselor, be great at being that counselor. And if you are a doctorate, show me that you got your doctorate.
That's so easy, right? That's just like, hey, my next flight home, I'm gonna get on IG Live and I'm just gonna show y'all. Takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and the world would hush. Oh, she was right, y'all.
But I'm telling you, man, y'all need an Umar, because Umar did something. See, Umar knew that rain was gonna come with her analogy today. And y'all heard what Umar said? She has not diagnosed anyone. She has not sat down with anybody clinically. She has done nothing wrong unethically, which he's correct. So it gives, he said, okay, I'm going to say she's a doctor because she told me so. But even in the midst of it, if she's not, I did just tell y'all too, she did nothing that she needed a doctorate for. The boy good. I'm telling you, you need a Dr. Umar on your side. And we talked about this. Y'all gonna catch this probably on Rewind number 4 or 5. We did a series about, not a series, but a show about pretty privilege.
Yeah, we did.
Dr. Cheyenne is a perfect example of pretty privilege.
Yeah.
It's the first thing he brought up. Oh, she's beautiful. That's why I really think people jealous. Like, no, you came on not television, you came on YouTube or content or platform, whatever, and told people you were a doctor. People now want to see, are you a doctor?
Doctor for real.
Holcomb picked it up. Y'all, if y'all watch our Rewind yesterday, we talked about it. We were on this a year ago. We already knew she wasn't a doctor.
Yeah.
Because doctors don't talk like she talks. Like, I worked in mental health profession for 15 years. Like, doctors don't talk like that. Like, not saying they don't have personalities and they can't be different outside of the clinic, but like everything she says to people makes no clinical sense. Like, not giving you anything that you can kind of go. She will be better. I'm gonna tell you what Cheyenne Bryant needs to do right now if she wants to maximize. She needs to go be the next Dr. Phil. For y'all who don't know, Dr. Phil lost his license to practice clinically. They taught us this when we were in school. And So if you notice, he has a show, but he does pretty much what Cheyenne Bryant does. They give you their opinions, but they have other specialists come and do all the things that you clinically would need a license for.
Right.
I think she needs to maximize her celebrity right now and her fame and get a TV show. She needs to go ahead and do it before it dies out on her. But everybody needs a Dr. Umar, man. I ain't never seen somebody just literally tell everybody, I'm not gonna look into it. I don't care. And if she says she has one, she has one. So I'm Dr. Soul.
Like,
I'm Dr. Soul.
I have my degree emailed to me.
Yeah.
My degree is sitting in my email. Yes, I have the paper in a frame on the wall. Be proud of what you've done. It's hard work. Yeah. Having a doctorate, having to do a dissertation, all that's hard work. Be proud of who you are. And it's like she's hiding who she really is. So how can we trust that whenever you're hiding who you really are?
But this goes back to, that's why I said it is content over everything, because we do a great job on No Middleman. We do a great job on this show. We do a great job on everything we own. Even when me and Plug are on our sports show, we do a great job of unlocking the truth. Like, do we not want truth? Like, is that what y'all not seeking? Y'all let us know in the chat. Do y'all want everybody to lie to you? Like, is that more entertaining, I guess? Because let me know now. AI series, I can get a doctorate tomorrow.
Boom, real quick.
AI series now. But yeah, that's crazy work, man. Let's get to some of these comments because we got a long segment on our final segment, y'all. We got a lot tonight. Into Deep said, man, my off the grid plan is going swimmingly. Assuming that's what it says, or
yeah, I'm going
or seamlessly,
No, he said swimmingly, fluid.
Okay.
Fluid.
I will have satellite. I have a solar panel, and I'll have water. I don't need anybody else.
Okay.
Ray said big booty Latinos, they get a pass, y'all. hey, he ain't lying. He said, we're all the polka dot Africans. Hey, Ray said, I'm gonna wear my dashiki next week. I'm gonna find my dashiki. Shout out to Kobe, man. We appreciate you, man, bringing Jesus here, man. We really do. No sarcasm there. Appreciate you, big dog. Hit that like button and subscribe. Uncle Plus said Umar want to hit, allegedly. Ray said Umar should be banned from saying the word school. He said he think they have pretty girl hate. It could be some truth to that, though. It could be some truth to that. But she has improved. Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, Ray. She has been in a lot of spaces with men, so maybe those women are jealous of her.
Which is okay, right?
Yeah.
But that still doesn't negate that you need to show proof.
Right.
Like, two things could be true in this case. Miles said he would never say anything against black women because they are keeping him paid. I definitely agree with that. Into Deep said Uncle Plug, me too. Ray said, stop it. Hey, Uncle Plug, you see her feet, bro? He talking about the little thing they created. Family of God says social media has created more fake coaches, doctors than we ever before. Why people buy it? Lack of wisdom and discernment. I definitely agree with that. Family of God. We see it all the time when we come on here. People really aren't seeking truth, and people will challenge the truth even when you give it to them. He said, I'm a doctor, massager, feetology. Okay. He laughing. He said, I thought that was illegal. Okay. Appreciate you, Mike. Hit that, Mike Lupe. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. He said, I'm running for mayor in LA too. Hey, do it. Hey, you can win. Life coach, you can get a doctorate for this.
No.
Life coach is a certification.
Do you even have to have a certification for life coaching?
You do. Technically.
Technically.
You should.
To be, yeah.
Or you can just create a YouTube account and give people great advice. He said, I have to show my barber's license with a photo. Right. Big facts. We say, Plug, you can't even cut a head. Hey, they'll come in and find the whole place and you lose your job.
Right. So, I mean, it could all be so simple.
Racehead told Mike Lupe, cut it down to 6 and dance. He talking about that 30 pack. Into D said it's not true. House of Hypocrites is going in on her. Yeah, I seen that. He said, trust me, he found 4 or 5 people that sat down with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Are you meaning like sat down with her from like a clinical aspect, Into Deep? Just for reference. Into Deep says she messed around and let me go start researching her. She got cute feet though, so that's why I'm gonna not go too far. He's so stupid.
Wow.
Ray said like a pilot without a license to fly. Big facts. Dr. Feelings. Let's see here. It's already too late. You got Keita over here trying to soft protect her, but she doesn't even have financial records. You know what the IRS is going to do. Yeah. She could do that online, but she don't. Yeah. You're right, Ray said. Umar could have online school, but he don't. He said, heck no, one wants the truth. No, he said no one wants the truth. I agree, plug. I agree, big dog. N2D said you actually don't need a license or certificate. It's a good thing to get one, but you don't need one nationally. Gotcha.
Okay.
Appreciate you, N2D. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You got anything else on this topic tonight? Before we
not on this topic, but I want to shout out people over on TikTok who's watching. We got there right now. Hey Maria, hey Mika, Tony, Bridget, Marshall, and Billy. Thank y'all for stopping in. Make sure y'all go over to YouTube on Souls of Thought and Soft Rain and join and subscribe to us over there on YouTube. You'll find everything in the bio that you need. So there you go. Shout out.
I agree, man. So if y'all notice, we just got off a Coach on the Fire, and now we're in the Divide. And it's very interesting that we started off with Black people wanting youth to sacrifice everything, and we just moved into a Black man who doesn't care that a woman sacrificed nothing to call herself a doctor. I think we're in trouble, guys. That's the Divide. Awesome, man. Thank y'all for everybody who has joined in, man, just to do some housekeeping, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you are on the YouTube channel right now, super chats are open and supports the channel. It allows us to be able to create our content and do everything behind the scenes as well. Make sure you subscribe to all channels. Myself, Souls of Thought, which you're currently watching on. We got our First Lady, Soft Rain. You can catch her at Conversations with Soft Rain on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. What else? That's it. Okay. You can catch her on all the platforms. You can find her. You put in Soft Rain, you'll find her. Her color scheme is purple and gold, so it's easy to find Soft Rain on those platforms. Make sure you check out our boy in the chat. You already seen him, Uncle Plug at Uncle Plug TV. That's his handle right there, Uncle Plug at Uncle Plug TV. Great conversations with man. He's I call him ageless wisdom, man. Great conversation, great story times he does. Then also y'all seen him earlier in the chat as well. Tez down, walking down Tez. Let me see if I can find them real quick before we move on, just to do some housekeeping. Where we at? There we go. Tez at the Tez down right here. You can find Tez on YouTube, TikTok, Kick, Switch, Twitch, and everything, man. He's on all the platforms. Y'all go check out Tez. He does a lot of good breaking news as well, a lot of things in politics. And then last but not least, man, we got our boy Classic Codes. You can catch Classic Codes on YouTube. If you want to get his music, which is on SoundCloud, you can catch him on there as B Class Music. So shout out to everybody who make up the Raw Society Coalition and the whole family, man. We appreciate y'all for real. And if y'all look in the chat, In Too Deep has everything in the chat for you all. If y'all want to go support those channels, that's the Conversation with Soft Rain. This right here is our boy Uncle Plug trying to climb to that 4K mountain for them watch hours, man. And this is the RSC right here trying to get ourselves over 500 subscriptions. We should get there. We're going to be putting up more and more content that you guys can see on there. Yeah. So just look at that, and y'all make sure y'all do all the housekeeping there, man. Oh, man. We got money. We're gonna play the original song for y'all tonight. I played a new one for y'all, but we're gonna play the original real quick.
Two chairs, one room, but a lifetime between. Same dirt on our shoes, different paths we've seen. Louisiana nights, Alabama breeze. Stories in our blood, carried through the trees. You adjust your crown, I steady my gaze. Both been through fire, just in different ways. Truth sitting heavy in the silence we hold. Every scar story, every story gold. We don't hide from it, we lean in close. Where you come from shapes what matters most. Same soil, different roots. We go through pain, we go through truth. Different storms, same sky above.
So shout out to Plug for pretty much $10, $9.99 after Google get their piece over there at Google Ads. Appreciate you, man. He said he got a long day, man. Shout out to Plug, man, for saving the youth, man. He saves the youth every day, getting them fresh cuts and giving them that wisdom, man. So if y'all are in the DFW area and you need a barber who is reliable, who's going to always be on time, shout out my boy Plug at DTB Barber, man, in the Saginaw area. So y'all shout out to Plug, man. Appreciate your Plug for the $9.99 big guy. Let's see, here's last of the housekeeping, what he said. He said, also, man, why don't I get the notification on TikTok?
It's on my personal page. I can't go live on Soft Ranges yet, so it's on my personal page.
Racehead said deception has its own currency. That's the flip side of the world we live. That's big facts, Racehead. Big facts. Again, this is on Classic Codes right here on SoundCloud. If you need some bangers for the gym, man, great music. Great for people who like music and you have children. No profanity, clean, good music, man. I think that's really the biggest selling point.
I let my 10-year-old listen to it. So wonderful music. Yeah.
That's the biggest point, man. You
positivity all the way through, encouragement, all that.
And then also try to get Classic Codes to 5K subs on his Classic Code Sports. Mm-hmm. He does live boxing commentating and things of that nature, man. So y'all go check him out there. Yeah. And there goes the Tez down, man. Just wanted to do that housekeeping and take care of the family while we're here. We are about to dive into our biggest segment of the night, pressure points. Okay, you was answering him already. He said, now you're playing real music. He said, who's the artist? One of my artists. I can't really talk about it right now. We talking contracts and money, but producer Souls got, call me Zaytoven Souls. You know what I mean? We got a lot working over here. You know what I mean? Just stay on the lookout. We got another track for y'all to close out the show tonight. Don't worry. So shout out to everybody who's tuning in, man. Make sure y'all do the housekeeping. Y'all share this too, man. If everybody who's watching share it with one person, man, it doubles the views, man. It's free. But we're gonna be moving on to our heavy topics tonight, man. This is great banter. So I'm ready to see this. I'm gonna let Rain have a lot of these conversations. I'm ready to hear her voice on these. So we're gonna move over to pressure points. Here we go. So we moving on to our main topics of tonight. We have 4 little mini segments within this topic tonight called pressure points, man. Pressure points is where things, once pressure applies, sometimes you get diamonds, sometimes you get explosions. So we'll see what we're going to get tonight. We're going to be starting off with the first pressure point. White women teaching young women how to get athletes. We're going to be going over to the great world of TikTok to talk about this. Let me get this strolling down the bottom of the screen so y'all could be able to see everything. And this is actually something that is very true. The text messages were leaked. So here we go, man. We're going. I don't know how you say his name, Koti some X or something like that. But a big sister leaked a playbook on bagging an athlete. Just went viral, and Cam Newton had to talk about it as well. So here we go.
Wow.
It's how to get an NFL or NBA level athlete while in college. Listen to what she say. Her little sister says, I want a football player, NFL, preferably a tall chocolate one. Like you did. I want your life. That's easy, but you have to play your cards right. You can't be an emotional little girl. Teach me. Number one, he's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. 2, dealing with cheating, don't look for it. Girls will throw themselves at him and some will succeed. It is just a fling. Let it go. But don't let him get emotionally attached to one of them. P.S. He always be attracted to black girls. Activate the shenane in her by picking at her and let him see it. He'll ditch her real quick. LOL. Wow. If she's like us, it'll be harder because more than likely she's playing to win him too. Make him choose. 3, be an asset to him. Fold his clothes, buy and bring him his food.
Press pause right there, Peggy. Because let me tell you something, brother. Boy, first off, I need to cite that source. I need to see where she at and who she got and what she looked like. And boy, she about to have a New York bestsellers.
Because she was on vacation at the time.
I don't care what she was, but she was preaching the gospel. Because she need to have some disciples.
Well, she creating some.
Because boy, if that's true, I was like, whoa, there's nothing more valuable. And us men can relate to this. Then a helpful a woman that's just gonna find the issue, and while finding that issue, they got a solution. Oh, that's a person that's gonna find smoke and not panic. They gonna find an extinguisher. See, that's the thing. Like, whoa. Find a problem and be the fixer of that problem.
Yeah.
See, that creates more value than anything else. See, all the other stuff, all that other riffraff, all the like, no. Any man, I only can speak from a man's perspective, but for obvious reasons. Any man that is going through a lot
need a solution.
Need a lot of solution. The more that you can take off his plate, sisters, I'm giving you the playbook, sister. You don't have your notepad out already? We see, we don't want to find the toxicities. Yeah, we'll dabble every now and then, but we'll always be like a drone and find home where peace is.
Now, E.T., go home. Go home,
bro.
E.T.
Listen, man. Listen. See, a helpful, considerate, purposeful woman will always have a spot in somebody's heart.
That is true, no matter the race,
Oh, thrill! Yeah. That's cool and all.
The thrill ain't gonna do the real, though.
The thrill is gone, baby. Who was that? Was that BB King? That was the thrill is gone. It was.
You sure?
I know for sure.
Okay, we're gonna fact
and
check
if
that.
it ain't, the comments will eat.
They will let you know. Let them know.
Okay, the thrill is gone. That. So when old girl is trying to put her other girl, put her down. Put her on. I was saying to myself, what in the chat GPT is this? Because they had all the answers on this. I said, hold on, we've seen this before. What in the get out was that?
That's true.
Because sisters, they gave you the doggone playbook. Don't be mad if it don't work for you.
Yeah.
Somebody got to say it.
Leak message.
Hey.
Cam approved.
Hey.
Cam
Y'all,
approved.
I didn't even watch this. That was my first time hearing it, right? So I know I sent it, but I haven't watched. That's okay. So for y'all, just to get a black background, I like the way Cam took a different route, which we're gonna get there. But this was a white lady speaking to another white lady how to get a black athlete.
Yes.
So what is your thoughts on this, Rain?
Honestly, I know initially it's a white woman teaching another white woman how to get a black athlete. But if any woman, regardless of race, listens to everything that was put in there, the advice that was put in there, they will be able to get them somebody. And not just an athlete, but anybody. I like some of the points that she put in there. Now, the part where she talked about the black women, she could have left that, to the side. She could have left that alone.
She couldn't.
Why not?
She couldn't leave that part to the side because that was the part that really was solidify keeping that black man forever. See what I mean? Because she had to pick out what's the kryptonite for the black lady? You see what I mean? If I don't tell you what's the kryptonite, you can do all those things, but there could be another black lady that comes behind you, kind of what Cam was saying, who took those notes. They're doing performative things. And then, but when you finally get to see the real her, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they had to incorporate, hey, he's going to always be attracted to black women. But this is how you eliminate that black woman.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? I can't just give you half of the recipe because the cake ain't gonna come out right. I got to give you the whole thing. Now she probably could have left out saying Shanae, stuff like that. She could have just said,
right.
You know what I mean? I get that.
Could have been more respectful with it.
Yes.
Yeah, her delivery could have been better.
But see, Rain, this is I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This is something too that I always brought up on No Middleman, and I know me and Plug used to go back and forth about this. But this is why I always told black people why we don't succeed. We won't give our people the cheat code. Black people won't get the millionaire black man down the street will hold all his secrets from me because he don't want me to be the next black millionaire down the street. He wants to be the special guy that throws all the neighborhood gatherings and pop the fireworks in the lake over for everybody. But this white girl saying, hey,
I'll tell you exactly what you need.
I'll tell you exactly
here's the recipe, word for word.
Here's the recipe,
movement for movement. And it's Cam approved.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I like how Cam mind thought, right? He eliminated the race.
Oh, yeah.
And then he kind of threw some innuendos in there, like, hey, y'all black women, y'all need to listen to this.
Hello?
But then he said a word that a lot of women didn't like when I did our live show in Chicago. He said a man will always find his way back to what? You didn't listen. Peace.
No. Oh.
He said a man will always find his way back to peace. And see, that's the problem with this conversation, because every time we try to talk about this conversation with like interracial dating, I always tell people, you got to ask the black man, what has been your experience? Because your experience matters.
Yeah.
If this black man dated 50 black women throughout his life, and every black woman talked back, was rude, not cleaning up the house, just doing what she want to do, focusing on girl trips because her other girlfriend doing this and that, she got her weave glue stuck on your counter, she doing like that's what he experienced with 50 women. Then he finds one white woman. Yeah, she might have her hair all over you like a dog in the house, her hair everywhere and all that stuff. Y'all do you do. Y'all white women be having hair everywhere. You know when a black man date a white woman, her hair all over you. Like that's just that's what you live in. It's everywhere, your drawers and everything. I'm telling any black man right now, you date a white woman, you don't be out there in the streets because the other woman gonna know. Because that woman hair gonna be on you. But I think it's almost like, okay, he has this one experience and he's like, man, I'm 5 years in and we haven't fought. She hasn't disrespected me. She hasn't talked back. Like, you got to think, how would his perspective be? You see what I mean? And look at it, we got some great conversation in the chat too.
We sure do. Let me know if you want me to read them.
Yeah.
Let me
we got some good. I got you. I'm right here for to take over this chat for y'all. Hold on 1 second. There you go.
Ray said Travis Hunter's girl could write a book. Tristan said, I'm cool, bro. Hey, T, how you doing tonight?
Yeah. We need our sniper in there. We're waiting on our sniper.
I agree 1,000%. Yeah, we do need our snipers. We appreciate y'all too. And Too Deep said, I'll be watching all his stuff. I have so many clips. The chitlins. Race has said, to all my young athletes out there, have these girls sign paperwork just to come to the cookout. Little Penny, hey, Little Penny.
What's up, Little Penny?
Protect the investment. Race had said black athlete, executive, or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Too Deep said couldn't leave. She couldn't leave that part out. The reason why is because she is protecting the asset, and the asset needs to be protected at all costs, keeping black women away from black men.
Boy, and Too Deep, we on the same page, boy.
Racehead said because white women do things that black women don't.
I ain't say it. Racehead did.
Miles says sounds like she's selling stereotypes.
Is she? Is she, Miles? Cam Newton would say differently.
Kenneth Russell, welcome in, Kenneth Russell. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're here. In the words of Prince Rogers Nelson, if I gave you diamonds and pearls, would you be a happy boy or a girl?
Yeah, that's a good. I like it.
Trishan said, although I agree with that, Souls, black men have been speaking for a minute now, and they choose not to listen.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
So he's saying the black women choose not to listen.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's saying everything Cam said. We black men have been saying it. Yeah.
Okay. Racehead said facts. That's the problem. And Too Deep said the easy solution is the whole Chud the Builder scenario. That's all she said. How do you stop that from happening? Don't pay her no attention. Miles said, are black athletes that easy to figure out? Honestly, I think it encapsulates all men.
Thank you. Yeah.
Not just athletes.
Yeah,
all men, period.
Yeah, I think the race brings the viral aspect.
Of course, yeah.
The race is for the viral aspect. I guarantee you it's black women sending the same chats to the Basketball Wives group. Think about that. We got TV shows built around black women getting black men. Like it's a TV show built around it. They just putting the race in there just to make it viral. That's all it is. That's why I think Cam was smart about how he went around it.
Lotus Flower. Hey, Lotus Flower. She said a white woman will act submissive with the high caliber brother. However, a sister will be organic in a wide range of emotions, not thinking game.
Welcome in, Lotus Flower. Make sure you hit that like button. Rain, you got a friend. Man, they joining y'all. Y'all got you, G. Y'all got a friend. You got a friend in me. yeah. Welcome in, Lotus Flower.
And Too Deep says, Souls, you're a rookie. Make sure you just date women with the same hair color.
No, Souls just don't need headaches. So they no rookie. I just don't need headaches. That's all.
Tristan said, I must admit, though, athletes are more prone to fall for the chameleon trap. The advice given wasn't all the way bad.
I don't think they falling for anything, though. Let's take the race out of it. I know we don't like to do that, but like you take the race out of it. The lady literally said, submit to him. Don't get caught up because he might make some mistakes. He's an athlete. Women are going to throw themselves at him. Temptation will get to him. And always be there for him. Be his peace. Like,
and be there for him.
I don't think it's a trap. I think it's pure honesty. It's what y'all been telling everybody, right? Stay through it. Work through it.
Ray said that was my partner's dog here, baby. Sunny Carr. Welcome in, Sunny Carr. Make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're here. Make sure you hit the like button and share this stream because I'm about to get on you. White women don't bathe daily, though. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Raisin, I'm about to get on you.
There are women in every race that probably don't bathe daily. So it's not just white women.
Where did that come from?
You know, white people get the stigma of not bathing their kids every day and not bathing every day.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Rain. Let me ask you this. We got to have these conversations, right?
Of course.
Do you think dating black men did change some of the way you live your life?
You got to remember now, I grew up in the culture.
Well, even that you can answer from that way too.
I mean, no. What in what aspect of living life?
For instance, right? Like I always tell people about the white starter kit. If you want a real white woman, right? You got to get the blowfish, the hey dudes, the Abercrombie and Fitch jeans, and that's the starter kit. But down the road, you might see her swag change a little bit. You know what I mean? She got some Air Force Ones. She might got the Pandas. You know what I mean? They style change a little bit. They get a little bit more swag. Do you think that comes for most white people? Even being hygienic, that is a black person thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Not saying white people ain't hygienic, now.
Right?
Because I haven't met a white woman that didn't bathe every day, so that's hard. That's far-fetched for me. So, but you don't think nothing rubbed off on you, or maybe you took some things into consideration because I don't want to be that person they're talking about? Because y'all know sometimes y'all be stinking now, right?
What?
You know, the white folks, when y'all be in the gym sweating, they be different.
Wait.
She don't want to have honest talks, y'all. You ain't never smelled a white dude in the gym?
Yeah, because they didn't bathe. I've smelled black dudes in the gym that didn't bathe either.
No, it'd be our shirts and stuff. We just be sweating out our shirts, that's all. We'll move on. Go ahead.
Tristan said, this is what happens when black women look for the finished product instead of the positive trajectory of the black man.
Let me give you a round of applause for that one. I like that one, Trish. I like that one. I like that one, Trish. You fell right in with that. I like that one.
Yeah. Racist said at Sunny Car, not the ones I know.
That's what I said.
Thank you.
That's a horrible myth.
Lil Penny said any man finds a fortune if she puts his peace over her emotions.
See, peace is everything. Those women went off on me in Chicago when I said that.
And I had to tell them too, look, the man don't want to come home here. They don't want to hear that. They want peace. Racehead said it's a social economic thing. What you talking about with bathing? Racehead. And Too Deep said you got to listen to the whole video because she lists a whole bunch of things that she needed to do. It was like an itinerary of 10 things to make sure that she made sure she gets to the dude. Do you want me to pull that up right quick and I read everything off? Or do we need to move on? You got time?
No, we got time. Whatever.
Okay,
if you can find it quickly.
Let me see. Let's see.
All right. While you doing it, I'm gonna finish these last three. Racehead said he hanging with the homeless. No, right here they be out there bad. He said Buckle, bro. Yeah, they be at Buckle too. Them starter kits, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. He said I ran into a couple females that didn't wash every day, and they were cream colored. You got to educate me on the cream. Lil Penny said, why white women feet always dirty though? Never seen a black woman feet dirty.
That's because they
Lil Penny used to. Lil Penny said, stop wearing sandals. That's what he's telling y'all.
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, do your thing. I'm gonna read this while you're doing it. He said, let's be honest, black women know what we want. They made the conscious decision not to do it. At that point, we have to move on. Hey, well, you right. And you know what? I won't say you got to move on, but you do have to explore your options. That's the best way I would say it. Let's see here. Remove, add, boom.
Okay, we ready? So the first one she said, the green is the woman that needs the advice. She said, I want a football player, NFL, preferably a tall chocolate one. Like you did, I want your life. And she said, well, that's easy, but you have to play your cards right. You can't be an emotional little girl. And she said, teach me. Number one, he is the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. Dealing with cheating, don't look for it. Girls will throw themselves at him and some will succeed. If it's just a fling, let it go, but don't let him get emotionally attached to one of them. P.S. He'll always be attracted to black girls. Activate that shenanigans in her by picking at her and let him see it. He'll ditch her quick. If she's like us, it'll be harder because more than likely she's playing to win him too. Make him choose. And number 3 says be an asset to him. Fold his clothes, buy and bring him his food, do his homework, completely integrate yourself in his life to where he can't function without you. Number 4 is don't embarrass him. Don't cheat. Don't text other men. In parentheses, she said his cute friends and teammates will try you. Ignore it. Just in case a relationship goes south, another athlete will see you as gold. Number 5, go completely wild on him in bed. Use throat spray, do any and everything. Be spontaneous, make it go down anytime, anywhere. Number 6, his mom, Lexi. Do not tell his mom any personal information, especially something negative. She will tell his entire family and he'll blame you. Just smile, wave, and be quiet.
What? Whoa. Read that last sentence again.
Just smile, wave, and be quiet.
Oh, that should have been number 1. That should have been number 1. My bad.
Number 7, always look good and appealing. Hair and face always has to be done. Push for marriage or at least to have multiple kids and you got him. In 2 years on draft day, you'll be a millionaire and all your friends will work hard in school to literally never have the life you live. It's so sweet in regarding Lex. Rewarding Lex. I'm in Cancun right now.
This sounds like exactly what Travis Hunter's wife did to him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not saying that happened. I don't want to put that out there in the atmosphere, but man, like when you heard the playbook, like, dang, like, yeah. Even when the drama went down, she never said nothing negative. She never like it's very unique, man. It's very unique. It's a lot of positive things in there, though. Can you read number 1 again? I think this is the one that a lot of women will miss.
Number 1, he is the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his.
That's the key. That's the key to success right there, because it's almost like she gave her the Alcohol Anonymous tips to becoming a sober athlete wife. Like, because the first thing you have to do when you solve anything is actually admit that you have a problem. The first thing she told her she had to admit that he is the prize. If a woman, and we're gonna bring this back on a no middleman, because this is why I tell people, I ain't even know I was telling y'all this, but I was telling y'all the secret. This is why I tell women you need to come in submissive. That's what she said in line number 1. Come in submissive. He's the prize.
Yeah.
That's like, it changes everything, y'all. Like, it changes everything. I'm telling you, it changes everything, dog. Great, man. Pressure point for to be tight tonight, y'all. We got some good ones tonight, y'all. And we just started. Y'all. We're gonna let Rain. You want me to read since you just read?
I can read. It's fine.
We're gonna read these, y'all, and then we're gonna get to pressure point number 2.
Race has said black athletes and white women, social, economic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Miles said, am I the only person who hears racism? It's literally divide and conquer.
I can see how you hear that, Miles, but I think if you heard what Cam said and what we all just said, what Tristan said, if everybody takes the race out of it, she still's giving you the keys to the kingdom. That
Even if it, all the way across the
that's the key.
board, no matter
Yeah.
what race it is, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jen said, Jesus Christ, what kind of white women do you have around you to have those horrible experiences? I can hear her saying that.
Yeah.
Ray said, laughing. Trisha said, Rain, I decided to try your kind officially. Oh, welcome to the ski slope. Welcome. I hope and pray that you come across someone who is genuine and worth your time.
Tristan, the only thing I would tell you, sir, bundle up, okay? Get good cold protective gear. Always be ready, okay? Always be ready.
Little Pen said, you seen them yoga vids with the white women's feet darker than the West. He's still talking about dirty white women's feet being dirty. Into Deep Trish said, Tristan, welcome.
Can I say something real quick too, Ray?
Go ahead.
I'm thinking this, man, we got to talk. We're going to have to do a series on it. It all is making sense to me. Like, I'm having like visions of like the things I see. That's why you can see that white lady. Y'all ever seen a white lady that you see her husband and you like, how is he still with her? She got 4 kids. She's all out of shape now. She's outside with jogging pants on. She's walking outside with the kids with no socks on. She just looks like a person that's just scrambling around taking care of the kids, right? She got a Tahoe. She's taking them to soccer, baseball. But then you see the husband, he pulls up in his Mercedes or his Audi, and he's in slim, trim shape. He got that perfect beard, that hair swooped to the side. Like he looks like he just still the star quarterback for the team. And you look at her and then you look at him and you be like,
how's that happen?
How is that happen? How is that possible? That's how. That's why I said it's not based on race, because I see it in white families all the time. You will see a white dad that looks like Brad Pitt and the wife just looks like, how did you pick her? But she didn't always look like that, right? She looked different when they first met, but she indulged and said, hey, he's the money maker. He's supplying our needs. I'm just here to have dinner done. Yeah. Don't even worry about the babies. You can run their bikes over, baby. Just park your car. We'll get them a new one tomorrow. Like,
yeah. Ray said, you got to be the bottom B. That's it. Miles said, it's a Lynch playbook.
Miles, you on some other stuff today.
Tristan said, see, souls, this is good advice where these women had the mindset established to be a wife. Yeah, if it's just to get access to the money, that's a chameleon.
Yeah.
I understand that point. Ray said, and men don't ever become dependent on a woman.
I'm glad you caught that, Ray's head.
Yeah. Tristan said, Travis Hunter's wife is still a chameleon too. I don't care. Into Deep said, like the go wild in bed part, WWF, WWE, pro wrestling. She let it go down anywhere and everywhere at any time. Hey, Roxy, welcome in.
What's up, Roxy? What's up?
Little Penny said, one isn't the key to success, it's the key to society.
Tell them, Penny.
Tristan said, hey, Roxy.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Jen said, tell me why, if a woman has this playbook, follows it to a T, does the man still seek attention elsewhere? The fact that this is a thing is diabolical because none of this works long term. It
does, Jen. Even the rules in the book said, don't worry about the infidelity. She's like it works long term. This is a conversation that I'm gonna give y'all the mind. Let me give y'all something real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a thought process to think on and take it with you from here on out, right? As a child, you make a mistake, right? If you get punished, it's unlikely for you to do that mistake again. If you don't get punished, it's likely that you will become a repeat offender, right? But when you're a kid, even if you're punished, your parents are still there tomorrow. They don't leave you. They don't They don't judge you differently. You made a mistake, they punish you, and tomorrow you still the son, you still the daughter, and they still love you unconditionally. The reason why you don't become a repeat offender is because you made a mistake, you dealt with the consequences, and you never had to do it again. You see what I mean? Does that make sense to people? Like, a lot of people make mistakes, and they usually the outcome of their mistake will dictate their future moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
If you steal from a store and you have no consequences, you become a thief.
Yeah.
You steal from a store and get caught, you know not to steal again.
Right.
It's just the consequences are different. When a man is, and I'm not promoting cheating, so everybody take that. I'm just trying to tell y'all how the mental mind works, right? Because when people do stuff and they don't get away with it, but they didn't lose the thing that they love, their actions will change. If their actions don't change, then you know it's time to go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So serial cheaters,
serious never really had true consequences.
Mm.
You see what I mean? Like a serial cheater. Okay, let's say he cheats on you, Rain. You might be mad for a day, but then you kind of deal with it internally forever, but he doesn't really have to deal with it. So he just goes out and do it again because, it wasn't that bad. She ain't really, I mean, we didn't talk about it. We didn't have a conversation about it. Like, you see what I mean? But if you have a conversation about that issue and both of y'all got to get in this tough spot where transparency can happen,
mm-hmm.
After that conversation, if that person does it again, you now know you just need to leave.
Mm.
But a lot of times, even in our childhood, it shows that you don't touch the stove no more after you burn your hand because it was hot.
No, yeah.
That's what I would want y'all to start taking with y'all when y'all think so much, because everybody focuses about infidelity, but she's telling her, stay there. These women are going to throw themselves at him. Just stay. I'm sure she has another set of rules when things don't work out.
Mm.
They just didn't disclose those.
Yeah. Ross said, hey, Tristan. Miles said, good night. Thank you for coming in, Miles. We appreciate you. Good night. Race has said wags, a slang for women that stalk or marry athletes.
Mm.
Rigid, hey, Rigid. Welcome in, Rigid. Racism is obvious. They ask like I'm being fetish. If they ask, I'm gonna say if they ask like I'm being fetish.
So he's saying fetish. It's like a fetish. So he's saying racism is obvious because if they ask, it's like they now have a fetish about me.
Yeah. Tristan said
peace.
Race has said she's the management. He said
that came in twice. Okay.
Yeah. Bridget said racism obvious. The stuff they ask make you feel like you just fulfilling a fetish. Okay. There we go. Little Penny said at Roxy, because the ones that run game really don't learn their men. They get cliff notes and fail the tests. Tristan said great point. Souls. You got some targets on point right there. Jen said there's a difference between adults and children.
There's not. Consequences are consequences. That's all it is.
Ray said, remember the first time you touched fire, right? We never forgot lessons. Y'all said that at the same time. It came in at the same time.
Oh, that's crazy work. Yeah.
I saw it when it popped up. And you were just finishing up your statement. So y'all were literally saying the same thing at the same time. Into Deep said, she said, just don't make it to where the chick has him to catch feelings for her. So it's okay for him to cheat. If she was smart, she would bring in the female. Bye, Into Deep. That way she can control the situation. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's coming in on TikTok. We appreciate y'all coming in too. Check the bio for the link to the YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Little Penny said adults are just children who either learned or didn't learn their lesson.
Everybody track it. They track it. I learned a lot in mental health, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a lot more to this. I think we think so concretely sometimes, but it's a lot to this stuff, y'all. Like I think it's hard to accept because nobody wants to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we got to remove the hurt and really look at the big picture of it. That's all. So we're gonna move on to pressure point number 2, y'all. Pressure point number 2: white women don't marry for love. So Rain, like we getting it tonight. So white women don't marry for love. Again, we're going over to TikTok to Afro TV. You already know what they were talking about. So here we go. White women don't marry for love. And we're gonna listen to these black queens over here. Let's get it.
But at the end of the do what you do, but at the end of the day, is it really love? White women don't care about love. They're not trained to marry for love. They're trained to marry for stability. Why are we confused? And just back to what you were saying the white woman didn't care about cheating. Duh. The white man was sleeping with the slaves, and she did not care. That was still her family, and she was still riding for the white man. What part of it do we not understand? Let them go and be where they're celebrated. Do what you do, but at the end of the day, is it really love? White women don't care about love. They're not trained to marry for love. They're trained to marry for stability. Why are we confused? And just back to what you were saying the white woman didn't care about cheating. Duh. The white man was sleeping with the slaves, and she did not care. That was still her family, and she was still riding for the white man. What part of it do we not understand? Let them go and be where they're celebrated. Do what you do, but at the end of the day, is it really love? White women don't care about love. They're not trained to marry for love. They're trained to marry for stability. Why are we confused? And just back to what you were saying the white woman didn't care about cheating. Duh. The white man was sleeping with the slaves, and she did not care. That was still her family, and she was still riding for the white man. What part of it do we not understand? Let them go and be where they're celebrated. Do what you do.
So there you have it. Pressure point number 2: white women don't marry for love. What you got, Rain?
I disagree.
Go ahead.
I think white women do marry for love.
Rain, like I don't really know what to say with the Evo.
I'm adjacent. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in a different household than your typical Becky and Sue and Kelly. And so I really can't. I don't know. I don't know. Like in a typical white household where the mom and dad are there, where dad is mostly the provisioner and provider, and mom is like a stay-at-home mom, then I would imagine that maybe, just maybe, a young girl is told or shown, or that's what she sees. She sees the provisioner, so I don't know if they're told to marry for stability. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's a lot to it. I think it's a very deep conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what she said, I think, has a lot of truth to it. But I will pose the question back to, if I was on there with them, I will pose it back to them is, okay, well, you're saying that they marry for stability, and
Mm-hmm.
right now, per the stats, they have a higher marriage rate than black people. Why do black women not marry for stability? Like, so if you don't marry for stability, what are you marrying for? Like,
Right.
What's outside of stability for you? And I would love to hear that from any woman. What is outside of stability? Like, what else do you want outside of stability that you're technically getting married for? Like, it's a deep question. Like,
Yeah.
like you're arguing a point. She's very passionate about what she's saying, but it's like, okay, but let's say he made a mistake, he cheated once and never cheated again. Like, we're thinking worst case scenario. We're thinking serial cheaters, and like, let's say that whatever happened, and she chose stability. You're choosing instability and independence, and then that equals no marriage for you for your entire life. And now you're single mom in it, or you're just no kids at all, depending on what your situation is.
With no provision.
Yeah, I would love to hear I probably need to find the whole thing in the future. I would love to hear what their whole take was on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see what she was trying to say as far as like back in the day that the woman knew that the husband was messing with the slaves, and she still decided to stay and whatnot. So but that goes to show you tolerance too, you know. And she's choosing stability over being single with kids, even in that era. And two, we have to look at it too. Back in those days, a woman could not be by herself. Back in that era, a woman could not be single with kids or be by herself. Though that day and age, you had to have a male provision, male protection, all that. That was something that needed to happen back in those days.
Yeah, but I also this is where I go back to like that selective outrage, right? Like we always go back to slavery. Why are you going back to slavery days to try to prove your point of what you're seeing today? Like, why would that be your model?
Yeah.
Like, you all know, for all you scholars out there, the people who go back to it all the time, you know what the mission was, right? Like, so like, why do you go back to the worst possible thing you can choose? Like it's just very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna let you read some of these chats. I think it's gonna spark up some little small conversations.
Ray said those same women will stack money behind their men for their exit. Beware. And too deep. Got the eyeballs on there. Robot Eater 13. Welcome in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're here. Said, I can't blame them for doing so. The entire point of marriage is to establish a secure family bond. Tristan said, love is not the only factor in the picture. That's what white women were taught. Roxy laughing. Don't put that stereotype up on me. Richard said, y'all wild. Little lady 1770, welcome in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And she said, and that's the truth. Why she beat and unalive the children?
Oh, she's talking back in the slavery days.
Okay. Yep. And too deep laughing, I'm assuming that's what it is. Jen said marriages would last longer, not marrying for love for sure.
See?
Okay, Jen. And too deep said, I think it's different. In Rain's scenario, she probably has black women as friends. These other women that are going after black men don't have that similar situation, so it's for stability. Yeah.
We understood, yeah. She was adding it on to the
okay. Ray said, if a man takes care of home, most white women will put up with all types. Robot Eater said, there may not be a specific call for it, but their mothers, sisters, and aunts have all married for stability. Why wouldn't they continue what they have seen in their own lives?
That's what you were saying, right? It's like they seen what equals success for them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like as black people, we want to push back so hard that we don't want to follow what's supposed to be success. Like, oh, I ain't listen to that white man. I don't want no handouts. I'm gonna say I got it out the mud. Okay. Well, you take 15 years to get to the same top of the tree I'm gonna get to in 10 days. I'll see you there. You know what I mean? Like it's like we want to glorify the struggle instead of saying, hey, let me see if this actually works. And you can still have hard boundaries too, right? Let's say you initially married for stability as a black woman with a black man, but your hard boundary is no infidelity. And if that happens, you leave. That doesn't mean you didn't marry for stability. It just means that you married for stability, but then the person crossed your boundary. Like, it's no different. Like, it's no, it's just weird.
And Sudeep said, what is out? We know they got the highest divorce rate, so they are married to get finance, but they just want to extract them. Stereotypically, of course. Little lady said, Black women are called gold diggers. You got some white women out here like that too. Not seen so much, but they're out here.
But little lady, I think gold diggers aren't seeking marriage though. Like, I think that's the key word here, right? Like,
they're just trying to get what they can get opportunities.
Yeah, they're just trying to get the materialistic things. Now, you could be a married gold digger.
Could.
Like you know what I mean? But I think it's just a different way of like the way they're viewing it. But I respect your opinion. I see what you're saying.
Absolutely. Robot Eater says single event cheating is the worst case scenario though. Why so? One time? Done? One and done? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think he's going to talk about it though.
Yeah. Ray said, little lady, gold diggers have no color. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. They do. Robot Eater said, anyone can be called a gold digger if they are not willing to provide commensurate value, that word value, and are looking for money and a man specifically to use those funds for her own spending.
Thank you.
And Sudeep said, yeah, women weren't even allowed to have their own bank account. The dowry from the father went to the husband once he got married. Marco said, low energy up in here. No, we just having a casual conversation. Time to boot who? How about we boot you? Thank you for coming, though. We appreciate the view. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come back when the vibe is higher. Little lady says, say what they call Black women that date men with money. Said what they call. Okay. They say Black women are gold diggers if they marry men with money. So she can't have high standards.
But who cares, little lady? I think that's the issue with our society, little lady. I think we care so much. Who cares? Who cares if they call you a gold digger? Okay, you're married, you have a great family, you have beautiful children. Like, why do we care about labels? Right. Obviously, labels haven't gotten us anywhere. Like, I understand what you're saying. I'm not pushing back on it. I'm just wondering, like, I think that's why they get ahead so quickly. White folks don't care. White people don't care what you're saying about them. That white lady, if that was a real text thread, she does not care. She does not care that you've seen that because it's not going to stop the plan at hand. We will stop everything we're doing to try to prove a point instead of saying, hey, okay, I'm a gold digger, cool, and move on.
Tristan said that's because it's not about slavery, it's about feminism.
Don't hit him with him, Tristan. Don't hit it with him.
And Sudeep said, because it's programmed through supremacy, actually. If you think about it, they want you to think that way because that way you'll never move forward.
Man, Intuit, we literally saying that. That's so crazy. We say the same thing. That's so funny.
Ray said women had no power back then at all.
That's what Rain was saying too.
Yeah, so they had to marry for stability because they didn't have the means to be by themselves. They had to find somebody with some kind of provision and stability. Roxy said there are more elements to marriage than just stability. Do I know them all? Nope, but I know what I don't want.
Yeah, Roxy, that's what I was saying. You can still marry for stability and still have your boundaries. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. Robot Eater 13 said, if you only date men for their money, not to build, but to spend it, then yes, you are a gold digger.
Okay, he breaking it down.
Bridget said, I'd hate for someone to say they used me because I was Black and she just knew it was in my nature to F anything.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, though. I see what you said.
Time, welcome in, Time. We appreciate you being here tonight. Marriage is not about a family. You're not even at that point yet, my people. You really have to be engaged with a woman who you believe can offer you more than children.
I like it.
Little lady said, marriage is a business you invest in. If you don't, lose your business. If you don't, you lose your business.
I like it. I like your perspective, little lady. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, Little Penny said, take it back to cavemen then. Women latched on to the best provider and hunter. Yeah. Little Penny said life is survival of the fittest.
That's true.
Racehead said life is a game.
Where we at? Man, it's a lot.
We appreciate y'all too. Into Deep said, look, after waiting to exhale, that movie ruined it for every black man with a black woman, because guess who he left with? And then the song played forever. Gotta remember, I was grown when that came out.
Yeah, I feel you.
Tom said, main ingredient, and it's nothing you put in the food. Everybody plays a fool sometimes. No
exceptions to the rules. I love
Listen,
that
baby,
song.
main ingredient was a group. Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I love the song. I love the song play.
Thank you, Into Deep. Guys, 86K out of here. Tom said, who's making love to your old lady while you out here making love to Johnny's table? I got another one. It's cheaper to keep her. Tristan said, if you think marriage, a man with money is the standard, or marrying a man with money is the standard, you are lost, my sister, respectfully. Little lady said, you are right about the label, not disagreeing.
I appreciate you, little lady. I love this conversation. It's great conversation.
Yeah.
And little lady, if you still here, my biggest thing I try to tell people is we have to remove a lot of the thought process that we have been thinking in, because I think it's leaving us behind. Like they're moving ahead because they don't care. They don't have a filter. They don't have anything that's holding them back. That's why slavery was able to be accomplished. They didn't care how nobody thought about them. They had a plan, they executed the plan, and it went through. Like we as Black people, we care so much about how everybody thinks about us, what everybody feels about us. Like, no. And then if you don't think the same within the Black community, you're Uncle Tom, you're a coon, you doing all these things, you're a conservative, so you stupid. And like, no, I just don't think like you, because my life has shown me that when I think differently, I get different results. That's why I tell people.
Yeah. Ray said it's working. Look at the NBA and their women. Tom said, if you don't love people for who they are before you even mess with them, then you are the fool. Those are the basic rules in life. So gave you the recipe on the basics. Who cares if you're a player?
Yeah. Keep it basic.
Ray said, I know a few that married for stability and it's completely unstable. Roxy said, hit that like and subscribe, y'all. Yes, hit that like and subscribe. Tristan said, marriage is not a business. That's a feminist talking point.
And everybody who's watching on the vertical platform, please hit the hearts, the smiley faces. Please engage with that live too if you're on the vertical. Thank you.
And Too Deep said, Tom, my name is Jody. Little lady said, I'm listening to those songs again, laugh out loud. Robot Eater said, because our image is so misaligned that we must deeply control our image as Black people. We control our image and narrative.
But we don't control it, Robot Eater. We don't control it. Every time we think we have control of it, they manipulate it and they turn it into another label, right?
Right.
So, but that was pressure point number 2. Great conversation again. Great conversation. That's why me and Ray wanted to do this show, man, because a lot of times we don't really get to sit down and talk about things, or sometimes maybe the room just feels a little bit uncomfortable for Ray, depending on like how the topics come up, or she's on the panel and she's the only white woman and you can't say these things. So I think it's great to have a space where people can have these open conversations, and we appreciate y'all all being adults and having real dialogue in the comments too. So we're moving on to our third pressure point, and then we have one more after that to close it out. Our third pressure point of the night is Jamie Foxx, 3 baby mamas, and they all white. So for y'all who aren't aware, all the women were on Jamie Foxx's side after he did his stand-up comedy thing. When he came back, and we don't know what happened to him. I think he got cloned Tyrone for real, but he came back. Nobody knows what he came back from. He talked about his medical story, but he said he's done with white women, right? It was part of his whole thing. And all the Black women ran with it. Oh, girl, he finally figured it out, blah, 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 this and that. Y'all should have knew that man wouldn't tell y'all the truth. The man always goes back to where he finds his what, Ray?
Peace.
Here we go.
coonery at its best if I've ever seen it. I am utterly disgusted. I feel like definitely he was reading the room at that time and trying to appease to the Black audience that was clearly in there. And you're preying on this Black love, Black community type thing. So where he's telling Black women, trying to, superficially validate them, oh, that I no longer want white women. And then at the end of that, he said that he's not gonna, date white women in public. But my whole thing is, I want to understand the outrage, but I'm not shocked at all. Jamie Foxx will be his third baby mother. This is his third white woman that he is having a child with. At the end of the day, as much as I want to be appalled, I am at a stance in my life right now where I don't want nobody, don't want me. Right. Okay. And as a Black man, if you are not interested in a Black woman and you want a white woman, stay over there and get that white audience to support you, because we are always rallying behind people that pretend to be our people when they have no love for the Black woman. And I don't want to make it black and white, but let's keep it a buck. For me, this is coonery at its best if I've ever seen it. I am utterly disgusted. I feel like definitely he was reading the room at that time and trying to appease to the Black audience that was clearly in there. And you're preying on this Black love, Black community type thing. So where he's telling Black women, trying to, superficially validate them, oh, that I no longer want white women. And then at the end of that, he said that he's not gonna, date white women in public. But my whole thing is, I want to understand the outrage, but I'm not shocked at all. Jamie Foxx will be his third baby mother. This is his third white woman that he is having a child with. At the end of the day, as much as I want to be appalled, I am at a stance in my life right now where I don't want nobody, don't want me. Right. Okay. And as a Black man, if you are not interested in a Black woman and you want a white woman, stay over there and get that white audience to support you, because we are always rallying behind people that pretend to be our people when they have no love for the Black woman. And
so we're gonna stop it there. I'm gonna let you go first, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So Jamie Foxx dating preference dictates what culture should support him?
Exactly. Exactly what I was gonna say.
Now, all y'all Negroes were supporting Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Like, y'all support Serena Williams, who's married to a white man. Man, who else is out there that we support? We had a list of them last week. There's a bunch of Black people who are married to white women that we support every day.
Yeah.
But you're literally saying that you're not, because he doesn't want to date a Black woman, you saying don't support him. Don't support his talent. This is what I just said. This is why white people keep moving forward. Those white folks made a lot of money off of Serena at those Wimbledons and all those tennis matches. And you think they weren't putting their money on her just because she was Black and she dated out? Like, our mind, man, where is our minds today, guys? Like, where are we? Like, she had about 10% validity there, and then she said that, and everything she said didn't matter. And then another thing I want to point out to y'all is, let me tell y'all sisters something. I'm talking to the sisters now. I'm talking to women who are darker than me. Y'all better stop letting these light-skinned women try to tell y'all narrative. That's a Black lady up here trying to be as white as she can be with blush. I ain't no niggas blush. So why you wearing blush on your cheeks? People would say one thing and display a whole nother thing. Y'all dark-skinned sisters, don't be listening to this rhetoric, because that lady right there has different privileges than you too. It's light-skinned privileges too now, y'all. Like, don't get all this stuff mixed up now. Like, don't get confused. The Willie Lynch letter told y'all, I'm gonna split y'all up by dark skin and light skinned Black people. Like, she still has different privileges than you do. But you're gonna tell us don't support Jamie Foxx because he dates white women?
I get that part.
We lost. We done. We cooked.
What I don't get though is, or what I understand her frustration at the point that she says that, well, you told me you were done on that side and you were gonna date black women from now on, but now you reneged and you went back. That's
why did you care?
That's a valid point. Why does it matter? And obviously I feel, in my opinion, she feels some way about interracial dating altogether anyways, because if she didn't, then she wouldn't be making this point. She's hurt that some black men choose white women. And you do have those black women out there who are hurt by that.
And it's funny to me because, like, when I think about celebrities, black celebrities that date outside of their race, none of them fall under the rhetoric that black women complain about. Because black women always say, I don't care if you date outside your race, just don't insult us. Don't say negative stuff. Jamie Foxx never said anything negative about black women.
Absolutely not. Not that I know of. Not that I've ever seen.
So why are we worried? Why wouldn't we support our brother? We won't even support the person that's supposed to be like us because they don't date like us. But you will support the black man that date another man. He ain't picking you either. That should be the biggest insult to women. When a man won't even pick your gender. I think that's bigger than race.
Yeah.
Let me fall back. I'm so because that bothered me at the end. That last part, but I'm gonna let you get to these comments.
Okay. Race has said, I would encourage all to read the Willie Lynch letter if you haven't already. Little Penny said, we sell the image to the highest bidder. Little Lady said, why not marriage or relationships, not a business? What you put in this is what you get out.
I agree.
Little Penny said, let's see rain feet. I have some beautiful feet. I have beautiful feet.
He want to see the bottom. He talking about the dirty feet.
Mom, my feet are clean. Little Penny said, just kidding. Robot Eater said, we allowed rappers and athletes to determine our image, which is crazy.
Thank you. You got all your brain cells, Robot Eater. We appreciate you being here tonight.
Ray said, Little Lady, right. Family is the first institution. Into Deep said, Little Penny, are you just joking? Or just joking? Little Lady said, he needs support again. He needs checks. He need them checks. Robot Eater says, superficially validate is the best way to describe it.
Superficially validate. Okay. I like that.
Little Penny said, notice only black women care about who Jamie is with. I'm just saying.
Big facts.
Robot said, because it directly affects them at Little Penny. Little Lady said, why would they care if he's with them? Because they're not. Because they are not. They're not her. Tom said, I can't be mad at what people prefer, souls. Just like you can't be mad with a player or a gold digger or a woman who is looking just for stability.
Yeah, I agree.
Your preference is your preference, and who you go for is who you go for. What you choose to do is what you choose to do. We all grown. Little Penny said at Robot, it doesn't affect them because he clearly not smashing. Trisha said, mind you, black women took the white woman's feminism as their own just to hate us. They're really mad that white women switched the playbook on their tail. S-Tech guy. S-Tech? Yeah. Tech guy. Hey, Tech guy. I love on a person-by-person basis, regardless of genetics. Okay, welcome in. Hit that subscribe button while you're here. Little Lady said, not me. Robot said, Jamie Foxx is a sex symbol, catering to mostly black female audiences. How do you imagine it feels to be rejected by the man you are literally supporting?
So this is a bigger conversation, though. Like I love this. I think it's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
You only can cater to the people who accepted you, right? He only catered to black females because that's who catered to him. Like, but also he is on one of the biggest white people shows called Shazam, where white women love him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Just like I think we I see what you're trying to say, Rope, but it's almost like black women not mad that Neo got 16 different women. He like it's like we pick and choose what we like. You know what I mean? Like it's like just because they like his music and they felt that he was a sex symbol. I mean, y'all thought another person was a sex symbol too. Only reason he went black because his career got devastated. What his name? The black dude that with Megan Good now.
Major.
Only reason he got Megan Good was to rebuild his image. He chose the white woman first. He chose what he liked. He didn't all of a sudden just start loving black queens and wanted a Coretta Scott King all of a sudden. When he got in trouble, he went to the first thing that was going to bail him out. And that's literally what y'all are saying here. Like, it's just crazy, man.
Jen said, all because he didn't have love for the black woman, not black people collectively, okay?
Big facts.
Tristan says, so they would rather him make black women single mothers or baby mamas. The logic is off and they need to throw away their mics. They need to throw their mics. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, would it have been different if they were all black and he had 3 black baby mamas? What I mean, what? Yeah,
but
Tristan,
but they don't go. But nobody's slandering people like Nick Cannon. Like this is not new, y'all. Like it's just crazy to me.
Little lady said the thing is why use trickery to get support, gaslighting, and jet eye mind tricks.
He didn't use trickery though. He was doing a stand-up comedy. Comedy is comedy.
Comedy.
So however you took that joke he made, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy is comedy. Like he literally was doing a stand-up.
Little Penny said robots. I'm a man, so I don't care if a man rejects me. But if their self-esteem is that low that they pick a man that doesn't value them, they got father figure issues they need to take care of. Tom said Naomi Campbell, who was the lady that was married to Robin Thicke, the black actress. Yeah.
That's her?
Robin Thicke. I think so. Robot said, let's not pretend their point is not women. Hold on.
That's her? Ty, don't do that to me. Don't tell me this is a black woman who was once married to a white man. We're gonna have to find out who that is.
I don't think that's Naomi Campbell. I don't know who that is. They didn't say who their name was?
Oh.
Let's not pretend their point is not in any way valid. He caters to black women, or does not date them. He caters to black women, but does not date them.
What makes I want to hear this,
preference.
But I want to hear this out though. Does he cater to black women because black women like R&B? Like, how does he cater to someone just because? Like, I just want to I love this conversation. I want to know how does he cater to someone you choose to be a fan of what you want to be a fan of. There's black people feigning at Billie Eilish concert. She white. She's not catering to black audience. She just has a mixed audience. Like, how can he cater to something just because that race chooses to gravitate to him?
Mm-hmm. Into Deep said, white people do support Jamie Foxx. That's why he is in his position.
Thank you, Into Deep. I was waiting for you to have my back.
Little Penny said they just mad because they perceive Jamie as the best of us and can't have him. Are they idolizing him? Little Penny said he caters to whoever makes money. pays his bills. Robot said his biggest customer segment is white women who makes the most money. Oh, he said black women. Excuse me.
You had it right.
Little lady said, I don't support no nonsense.
Little lady said, oh, if there was a joke or not.
Tristan said, these are types of women who also make excuses for black women who date white men, and we're supposed to protect them.
These are the type of women who also make excuses for black women. Yeah. Little lady, I would love to hear your opinion on this comment about the black women who choose to date outside their race.
Into Deep said, it's the well-to-do that have the problem.
Oh, he almost got you, right?
No, he did not.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I tried to get me.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be in the comment.
It's the well-to-do black men that have the problem, or the well-to-do black people, period, that have problems with people dating outside their races. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, he's saying it's the well-to-do Negroes that have the problem with the date outside his race.
Yeah. Tom said George Lucas is married to a black woman. I forget her name. Little lady said Clone Tyrone was good.
You like that movie. It was good.
Roxy said, in my opinion, this is a closed-minded view. I am a huge supporter of black men, women, people all together. What does it matter who someone has a preference for?
And Roxy, I wish you was here for our first show. I want to pose this question to you, Roxy. I posed it to all the other white women, Rain, everybody last week. The reason why these questions exist is because white women don't speak up for black men who choose them as loud as black men who stand up for white women that they choose. I never seen a white woman who dates outside of her race have a true reason why she dates outside of her race. Like a true reason. Not it's my preference. It's not like how my call to service to white women last week was, when are y'all going to start standing up for the black men who have to be criticized by their own community because y'all don't have any other valid reason why you choose to date outside your race? Like, I really want to hear that. I really want to hear that's what I grew up. I don't want to hear that's what I grew up around. I don't want to hear that's my preference. I want to know why you dating niggas and not the cracker. That's what I want to know. Why did you choose black and not white? It's something I want y'all to think on and ponder on. Like, because black men as well. I even said it on the show last week. Black men as well. We're going to have to get to a point where we're like, hey, they can't even tell us a valid reason why they support us. We might got to stop dating them. Like, it might get to that point one day.
So why isn't preference and culture, why isn't that a valid reason?
Because preference and culture doesn't give any validity. It doesn't hold any weight. Like, a black man will say, oh, I started dating white women. It was the first time I had peace in my life. I never had a woman who came in submissive. He's given all these attributes and characteristics of the woman. But then when a white woman is asked, why do you date outside of your race? Oh, that's what I grew up around. Well, that's just my preference. I just never really liked white men. Like, okay, what did that nigga do positive for you? Because like, you're not separating him from the group that you're choosing to exclude.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Well, I am. I
can't argue with y'all. That's something y'all gotta fight for.
Okay, so let's talk this out though. Because I'm genuinely because that's my preference for dating a black man. I've only dated black men. I've dated some Hispanic with melanin, the Afro Latinos. And it's because I grew up in the culture, for one, And 2, melanin is attractive. On top of not only that, Black men tend to project confidence more than white men. When they enter a room, especially a Black man who projects that type of confidence, the room stops and looks. You don't get that same energy from a white man. To me, you don't. They elude confidence. They elude masculinity more than the white man does.
Everything you say is going to fall into what Rigid said. That's all fetishes. That's like That's like fantasizing about something. Like that. That sounds like it does. Like because the comments you're making aren't true.
Yes, they are.
Not all Black men move the room. There's white men.
Not all Black men. Too. No, I've never seen a white man move a room.
You haven't, but white men move rooms. Like we know this. That's why you got rich billionaires, and I'm sure when Bill Gates walked in the room, he moved the room. Like I'm sure these people move the room. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta bring some more to the table of why your experience with that Black man made you want to choose that. Like that Black man is that you got some Black men who are even going to the point of downgrading the Black woman to put the white woman on the pedestal. Like you see that in some Black men. So you got men who are willing to literally be disowned by their own to prove their love for you. But then you talking about the man in the room, I like the dark skin, metal, like that's like, okay, those are characteristics. Like that sounds good, but like, why do you? And it's okay if you don't know right now, because I don't think no one has ever asked this question before. Like, I don't think you have to sit here and prove your love for like whatever you choose to date and your preference. I just want white women to think about that and think it through, that you have a man on one side sacrificing a lot to prove his love for you and why he choose your race, but y'all don't really show us why you choose us. Just something to think about. It's just something to think about. I never thought about it until we did our show. I was like,
so would it be the same for a man who prefers a certain type of woman?
But I think that would go more into fetishes.
So are we choosing based off fetishes, or are we what are we choosing?
I can't say we, because I just said most Black men
I'm talking about humans, period. What we desire is our preference.
I think humans who can't really articulate why they choose a certain person, it is fetishes. If you don't have the words to describe why you're really with someone and why you choose that race, you know what I mean? It's almost like a person could tell you why they like driving only Ford trucks. You might love Chevys, but they could tell you, I love Fords. They created this motor, blah, blah, blah. Like they have all these reasons why they love Ford, but Rain loves Chevy. But Rain can stand on why she loves Chevy. But you can't say because Chevy has a nice grill. Chevys make a beautiful red color.
Chevy off the body style if I want to.
You ruined it.
And performance.
Let's get to these comments.
Because we can be back and forth here for a minute. What we got next? What's the
one?
I know they going in on me, so come on. Time said, when it works, and thank y'all on TikTok for checking in on TikTok too. Check the bio for the link to the YouTube. Tom said, when it works for the Black woman, it's okay for the sisterhood sisters. But once the Black man starts dating the white woman, don't come back to this side. These Black women are hypocrites.
I wasn't expecting that from you, Tom.
He said, it's crazy how our sisters will tell Black men don't mess with these women, and they take Tammy Faye's Baker look and make it famous. Tom said, Robert De Niro, my brother is dating who she's not Italian. She's not Chinese. She's not Korean. She's a Black woman. Yes, Robert De Niro. And Tulip said, Jamie got an Oscar. No Black are on that advisory board.
Tell him in too deep.
Racist said, Fox don't owe them his life, though. Time says, souls, I can go on for days on who white men have dated, and they are not. Island black women and African women have a thing for white European men, let's be honest, but black women do not talk about that. Little lady said, all I know is I went in Living Color Tour 16 way up and Jamie had me. Laugh out loud.
Oh, she went to the Living Color tour in 2016.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Phyllis Moore Long. Welcome in, Miss Phyllis. Make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're here and like, of course. She said, that's true about Jamie Foxx. I prayed for him when he had a stroke. I mean, I prayed and I cried. When I saw him again, he emerged in a Rolls Royce with a white woman on a dinner date. WTH. All right, Miss Phyllis. Time said, ego, selfishness, entitlement equals narcissist, and you get a Jada Pinkett Smith. Time also said, Robin Thicke was married to a black woman, I believe. That woman was in a movie with Denzel Washington.
So, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was Paula Patton with Robin Thicke. Yeah, it was Paula Patton. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Into deep. Okay.
Pocket said Paula Patton was married to Robin Thicke, not Naomi Campbell. Little lady said it was mixed girl married to Robin Thicke, the actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Little Penny said Paula Patton as well.
Everybody knew that. Well, our bad.
Yes, Paula Patton.
We missed that. Our bad, y'all.
Tristan said, moral of the story is black men are desired by more races than one. We have options, and that shouldn't be a problem.
That's facts.
Peace to the Raw Society staff and chat. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being here. Tom said Paula Patton, she was Robin Thicke's first wife. Robin Thicke loves black women. Tom also said, and let's not forget our own Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor, Brooke Shields, Lisa Presley. People love who they want to love. He also said, when black women are being loved by white men, they have no issues taking on that love.
I always say hypocrisy, but let us know how to say it correctly.
Put it back in the chat again. He did it one day, and I can't remember exactly how it goes. So put it in the chat again how we are supposed to pronounce your name, please. Those type of black women that clap it up for the bed wenches. What is a bed wench?
I don't know.
Okay. Little lady said, loyal to a default. Now I will hang out with the boys.
What you mean, little lady? Explain that.
Robot said, what does it benefit a white woman to speak up for her black counterpart? In her mind, he's doing him a favor. She's doing him a favor.
Hey, Robot, you're right. You're right. Mm-hmm. That's how it comes off. That's what he's saying. Like he's saying pretty much you guys don't even feel like you have to speak up because y'all think y'all are doing him a favor. And that's what I'm saying. So that comment right there, let's say if it's some truth there, think about a black man having to battle that and you have nothing you can say for him.
Little Penny said the black community throw away more money than any other community on things that don't move us forward, such as entertainment. Van Lyke, we appreciate you being in here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. They said, because I don't know if you're male or female, if we're all from Adam and Eve, then why are we discriminating about which race?
We agree.
Hira said, it matters because way too many one-sided ish goes on. Black men are condemned when dealing with white women, but black women are celebrated when being with white men.
Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dog. I'm telling you.
Heru. Time says, so a man has unconditional love, but more than that, we are protectors of the people we love. There's a difference. Women can have unconditional for love that loves them. We protect our love as men.
Okay.
Little Penny says, souls, black women like rich crackers more than saltines. Richard said, I just found out it's a lot of white people who passed away for black people.
What? You got to break that down.
White people who passed away for black people. Little lady said, Black just want to cheat in peace. Little Pen said, Rich just a little more sweeter. Richard said, that makes sense.
Okay.
Ray said, Van Lyck, ask the sweetie and the German who created the construct of race. The sweetest and the German who created the construct. Okay. Hey Rue said, it's too much depolicing going on, Black men, but nobody bats an eyelash when white men sample the world's women.
Mm-hmm.
And Too Deep said, it's proximity for me. I don't see many black work I'm at. Many black work I am at. Bridget said, he's saying why. That's my preference, but why?
Thank you, Bridget.
Tristan says she's basically saying our masculinity hits different. Absolutely. Thank you, Tristan.
I like how y'all try to give us a rope. It's too late.
Now give me grace. I appreciate the chat. A robot said the Black family unit is under attack. Of course, people are pushing Black marriage and Black families is out of self-preservation.
But it's the Black family unit under attack by the white man, or are we feeling the own? Like that's what I'm like. These you got to miss me with all that now. Like we destroying each other now, though. Like, yeah. Like, let's say, let me ask you this question, Robot. Let's say Jamie Foxx did want to turn his leaf. Think about everything he hears today from his own people. Why would he want to go back to the same people who said they're throwing him out? I don't want to go back to an abusive home. That makes no sense.
Little lady say, "Yep, all fetish agree."
See, yep. Thank you, little lady.
Little Benny said, "Rain don't count because her male father figures are colored." Tristan said, "There's a difference between moving the room and controlling the room." Time said, "Malika Andrews, Kari Champion, Sage, Kimberly, Martin. I'm missing the other few of the Black women that worked at ESPN. They all date white men."
Yeah, and it's so crazy, Tom, because they all act blackety black too, especially Malika Andrews.
Robot said, "No offense, but it feels like we are temporary fads or pets to them, something to try out before they go back to the white structure."
See what I mean? But you see how that? See that?
I mean, I get it. I get it for those women who do that. I get it. I get the fetishes for those women who do that, but I've never been on the other side. I don't. Hey, Rue says, certain types of white men, like rich hipster type white men, can move rooms. Hipster type.
And guys, we're going to end on this topic. We'll bring the last topic up next show.
Because we've been here for a while tonight.
Yeah, but I want to get to y'all comments and we'll end the show on that.
They real good. Into Deep said, "Not really souls. I went to Microsoft event and he walks goofy, but Paul Allen, rest in peace, did though."
He's so stupid. Appreciate it.
Ray said to Robot, I've seen that happen several times. Robot said, "The answer you are looking for is validation. The white man has declared us subhuman, and being chosen by white women, you ask her to validate you in a white man's place."
Okay, I could see it from that view.
Little Penny said, "Not a fetish, just comfort." Time said, "Rain, are you willing to lose your family for that Black man? I believe Black men are willing to lose their family for that white woman, and I believe that's what Soul is trying to say." I'm the wrong person to ask that because I really don't care what my family thinks. I've been the black sheep of the family since I was here on this earth. So, little lady said, "Heavy Chevy, I survived in it." Jen said, "Choosing a race versus choosing a person."
Yeah, Jen been giving us a lot of new. We're gonna have a lot of segments, a series off of her one-liners. So,
And Too Deep said, "I like fetishes, Rain, and it's what you're attracted. Don't worry about souls." Hey Rue said, "I just want the deep." Oh, did we do that? Yeah. I just want the depolicing. Yeah. Ray said Jungle Fever. You have to do a movie review on that. Rigid said, I see what he means. I want black because that's the story I want it to be real. Because that's the story I want it to be real. Roxy said, other than the reasons you said, not me to mention, for me, it's about the swagger, the way in which a black man carries himself with his head held high and proud is extremely attractive. Masculinity. That's still not answering Soul's question, Roxy.
It ain't about just Soul's question. I think it's even more eye-opening that y'all can't. Like that, and this is not at you, Roxy, but just even the word language y'all using. Swagger?
I wouldn't say swagger.
No, I'm just saying
I mean Roxy says swagger, but I
like the hell high stuff. I get it, but it's like that's like something a mom tells a kid. Hold your head up, son. Like walk like what are like y'all still can't articulate why you're choosing him.
Jen said, I didn't choose to date a race.
She'll probably elaborate. I don't know. We got a bunch of comments.
Robot said, it's the same thing as the Mandingo effect. It's nothing more than jungle fever. They want the big, beastly black man to rock their boat. The story has never changed. Absolutely not. Because let me tell you something. Not all black men are big and beastly at all.
So look at that. Look how quickly you could criticize, but you haven't been able to articulate why you choosing them.
It's a preference. It's the attraction. We need to have this off.
No, because y'all making it sound like y'all selecting a pair of shoes. That's what it's. Y'all are saying things about that sounds like y'all going to pick out the nicest Mercedes on the lot or something. Like, I mean, it's okay if that's how y'all feel. I think maybe for myself, it would be easier for me if y'all just say, hey, I never thought about that. Let me think on it. And once I get something, I'll get it for you. But right now,
I thought about it since the last show we did, and it's not coming. How about that?
Maybe that's something you got to go and really self-reflect on, right? Like, especially in your life, your person's going to be passing down. It's a lot to think about. Not putting out personal bit. You got to think about it. You got something that's attached to you that's going to now have to think. Like, it's a lot to it. Same with most, right? If y'all have interracial kids, what if they ask you that question one day? Like, what, like how are you going to respond? Like, what are you going to like?
I'm going to say the exact same thing I've been saying.
Okay.
Little lady said, I'm apologize. Just got off stumble on y'all. A little tired. No worries.
No, we'll appreciate you though. We'll appreciate you. Yeah, we'll appreciate you. Make sure you come back. We own pretty much about 4 or 5 days a week. We do different shows. This is a show that myself and Rain do together, but we have no middleman. That is myself, Rain, and Uncle Plug from Uncle Plug TV. We do that about 2 to 3 days a week as well. And then we all got our individual shows we do too.
Yeah. Roxy said, it's very different. I have always had more black men attracted to me than white men too. I like my coffee dark.
Okay. Ladies, we're going to have a whole series about this. I'm telling y'all right now, we got to cook this up. Yeah, we got to cook this up.
What else we got? Little lady said, went to his first tour in Living Color, Pittsburgh. We already did that one.
But she was saying that. She was giving you the detail.
Okay, nosebleed seats and heard me. He actually all right with me. Okay. Mm-hmm. And welcome in all the new people who are here. As you come in, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's a free way to support our channel.
All right, y'all. The last one we're gonna read, man, y'all. We're gonna get through these and
can you get through the ones
the short ones, y'all. We're gonna pass on. We apologize, okay?
Tristan said, not a bed wench. He talking back to the slavery days again.
And you already heard how to pronounce his name, so here you go.
Yeah. Roxy said, true. I'll let my man defend himself because he's been doing it longer than me and he's better at it. And I will say this, listen, as we go on and we this show becomes bigger than what it is and we get these reoccurring viewers in here, the best way to get your chat read is a super chat. Super chat. So make sure, yeah, they're open on Soul's channel. I'm not fully monetized yet, but we getting there. YT Student 1. I'm sure when the first blacks and whites saw each other, they were like, how is this?
That's funny.
Hiru said, black men can't even have red bone sister without some black women saying something about it. Oh, you like the light skin one? You like the little red bone over there? You don't like a dark skin one, do you? That's how they sound. Robot Eater said, we literally lost the Civil Rights Voting Act of 1964. Tennessee has no black voting districts. It's all white. Yes, we are under attack by white supremacy as always.
Robot, how did you get there, though? How did you get there? Look at Memphis.
Hey, Lorena.
And y'all didn't care about Nashville. Y'all gave that to the white people anyway. Like we gotta stop picking out these isolated issues. Like you got to tell me why we even got to that predicament anyway. Mm-hmm. That whole thing was able to be moved and acted upon because nobody worried about it. You know what we worried about? Y'all worried about that orange man. Y'all called him the orange man. Y'all worried about Trump more than the personal issues that we needed to be fighting. That's what they do to us. That's why I said for black people, we are so easily distracted. They take you off your pivot and then they do everything behind the back door. All these things happen because we leave our posts. That's all it is.
Tom said, Leo DiCaprio samples all the women, but we black men, because I got to speak up for my brothers when all they have is Cardi B's, Megan's the Stallions, and Sexy Reds. Good luck being Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
Tristan said, moving forward, I'll plead the fifth. Richard said, I'm saying it's a lot of white people who paid with their life for blacks. I'm gonna look more into it. Talk to you later. All right, Richard. Bring that back to us.
Okay,
let us know.
I see what you're saying. I like that, Richard. I like that.
Little Penny said, Rain, don't go back to the white structure, please. We need you to stay black and strong. Never been. Technically, I haven't. Ray said, Robot, don't believe the hype. Research is a bit deeper. We are Americans and we have the right to vote. Robot said, research deeper. They barred black politicians to enter a room to even vote on that. We are seeing it in real time, at Ray said.
Robot, you seen that black dude. You know why that happened. Come on now. You know why that black dude. Come on now. We got to be transparent now. You talking to somebody who pay attention to politics here. I just ain't trying to go into my soapbox, but come on now. Come on. You know why they ain't want that boy in there. That same boy who act like he was Martin Luther King when he changed his voice 2 years ago. And then they came out with a video of how he really speaks. And he talks to his friends just like this. Yeah, come on, y'all. Y'all, come on now.
Tom said, so God bless the women of the 80s that had common sense and knew what yeast was to put in flour to make bread. You can never, as a woman, mess up salmon. Ray said, Robot, the CBC and the NAACP are. Robot said, this isn't an argument, nor does it deny the truth of what has happened in our nation.
You're right.
Robot said, black votes and voices are being stifled. Mm-hmm. Time said, it's definitely not answering Soul's question because a man should be able to do more than enter a room. He should be able to take care of his kids. Didn't have that, didn't hear. He will pour into me. Okay. Time says, swagger and entering a room cannot pay the bills. It cannot build character and responsibility into your children. This is why women make bad decisions on men. Cardi B can't pick a man to save her life. And Too Deep said, I choose by the feet. Race don't matter. Little Penny said, Rain saying she didn't choose the game chose her. Go on, get that chocolate. Robot said, women don't make bad decisions. Statistically, that is impossible. Unintelligent people make unintelligent decisions at times. Tom said, you got to think about some of these Black women wanting a Birkin bag that costs that much money, but don't put that money into their child's trust fund or college fund, but only into themselves.
You ain't got to read. I'm just going to put these next few because they going at Race Head and then.
Oh, yeah.
He said, thank you. Yeah. We're gonna keep talking about it, though, y'all. I love the conversation.
Yeah. Hero said he always been a red bone magnet.
Please click that notification button, man, so y'all can see the future lives. It's free. Appreciate you in too deep.
Robot Eater said, we are Americans under a constitution. We are not a migrant class and do not need special permission to vote. Just register and vote. And I proved that earlier with the voter turnout from my city. So Robot said we got into that predicament because people voted a literal white supremacists who elected white supremacist cabinet, who support white supremacists and local governments. It's not that complicated. Jackson, welcome in. He said, repeal the 15th and 19th Amendments and DEI, alimony, child support, and welfare. Robot said, it's not like the 2016 election was investigated and proven to be tampered with. Of course, those votes will be thrown into the garbage. And Too Deep said, and look at Barack. Michelle be dissing him nonstop.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
This is the last one.
Hey, Ruth said, Black women limit themselves when it comes to Black men, but yet have a nerve to explore options with the white, nerdy, rinky-dink, shabby men.
Awesome. We appreciate y'all tonight, man.
Absolutely.
It's been a wonderful show, man. We really appreciate all the new people who came in tonight, creating some new conversations. At Little Lady, who else? Robot Eater, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We really appreciate these conversations. The rest of y'all know how we feel about y'all. Time, Race Head, Little Penny, Roxy, Hypocrisy, I'm saying it wrong, In Too Deep, Jen, like everybody who came in this thing, Tez, Plug. Like, we appreciate everybody, Family of God, everybody, all the originals, man. We appreciate y'all. She said, I don't know everyday working women wearing a 10K bag. That's true. Yeah. The only thing I would like to pose to you guys today before y'all leave tonight is just to understand that these conversations need to be had. Two things can be true as we have in these conversations. I always tell people I'm not here to win. I'm just here to have the conversation. I think the conversations need to be had so that we can start talking about these things in a brighter light. And I'm glad to see that we got people in here who care about politics. So we'll definitely be bringing some of that to y'all. I used to be very heavy on that, on the no middleman at the beginning, but we'll definitely bring that to you guys. But the one thing I want to pose to you guys for next week, when you think about anything that has to do with race, has any of it actually impacted you personally? And if you can't answer yes, I'm talking about to you personally, not a family member, to you personally, you have to now start to think about how can you move the needle forward. So that's some of the things that I want you guys to think about, man. She said, I do get the notification. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be coming in this thing. Great conversation, Souls. Souls of Thought, Plug, and definitely miss my brother. Plug won't be on this show time. This is a show just for me and Rain. So salute to Race Head, man. We'll appreciate y'all. Y'all could continue to put chats into each other. We're going to close out with a song, and then we're going to close this thing out. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Deep-rooted conversations. Real talk. Real roots. Real us. Souls. Soft rain. No middleman between the truth. I can see it in your eyes, you got it. Yeah. Pain got your heart moving cautious. Yeah. Different worlds, but the same kind of scars here. Yeah. Different roads, but somehow we still crossed it. Mad cause the world never listened right. Mad cause your truth always turned to fights. But every time you speak, I hear the hurt inside. And every time I talk, I'm trying to heal the divide. All the talks we done had, all the perspectives we shared. Now we trying to understand why nobody cares about the roots underneath.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to one of our new songs, man. And Miss Rain is gonna close us out for the night.
And that's another conversation from same soil, different roots, different perspectives, different life experiences, but all rooted in something real. From me, your girl Soft Rain, and from Souls of Thought, we appreciate everybody who pulled up tonight, shared this perspective, and allowed space for honest conversation. Whether you agreed, disagreed, or somewhere in between, the goal was to never talk over each other. It was about to understand each other a little better. Of course, make sure you like, subscribe, share the show, and keep the conversation going. And especially if you are catching this on the rewatch, leave comments, we talk back. And remember, even when we come from the same soil, our roots can still grow differently. So good night, y'all.
You learn from grace, I learned from grind. Different lessons, same fight for the mind. Couch conversations cut deeper than pride. No filters here, nothing to hide. We question the past, we challenge the now. Trying to figure out the why and the how. Different views, but the same pursuit. Understand